Malignant.
Yes, we are live, everybody. Hello. We are back here for and brain stopped.
Winimere Falls.
But yes,
Winimere Falls.
no,
That's
we're back here for
Winimere fell a while ago.
Yeah,
know.
if yeah, Winimere
Also,
fell.
I know it's completely off topic, and I'm aware that you're not very well right now, Rob. But that last wheeze you did, you sounded like Muttley.
Oh, okay.
That was a good one.
That
I like that,
yeah, hell
yeah.
yeah. I'll just need Muttley to stop standing on my stern, and then we're good.
So we
Just gonna walk
are.
off the ring.
We
Can you get off the nerves in my lower back too? I would
Anyway.
appreciate that.
Yeah, yeet them all away as well. So we are going to. Well, where were we? Oh yes, the public execution. We are going to go and stop an execution.
Yes. The pit of despair.
Yeah, very much so. Although,
Bit of despair.
although that is like, let's be real here. That is most episodes. Like that is most episodes that I bring you guys into because I mean like that.
But enough about Elle's asshole.
Yeah. Anyway, for a summary of the events of last session, I'm gonna need a volunteer, Lewis.
Thanks for that.
Lewis, this is awesome.
So, last session we started with the knowledge that there was going to be. Well, first of all, Buller started by noticing an assassin sat outside the tavern, sat down next to them, and essentially got propositioned to give up the Dragonborn, otherwise everyone was going to die. Conversation went with mild promises of death on either side.
Oh, mild.
And it resulted relatively positively in the way that they said, I can give you 20 minutes.
Also, I'll take care of your kids when you die.
Yeah, there was that sentence thrown in there.
Yep.
We then hopped into the tavern where Salvar and Alos were not, and got told the information that the tavern was about to get raided. So in a very sort of last-ditch effort, realizing that we had allies in the underworld of the city, using the secret passage into the sewers, we evacuated the whole tavern relatively quickly, and Wayne with Tara set about essentially trying to destroy the tavern so that there was nothing for them to raid. There was no evidence to gather. There was no nothing. Tara tried to do the stupid and tried to get herself killed. Wayne wasn't having it. Wayne teleported up and then teleported him and Tara to safety after a mild guilt trip. And everyone reconvened at the twins' hideout. Some more shitty than others. Going from that, we then proceeded to plan how we were going to get to the docks to stop the execution. And the plan developed into us going to meet the I can't actually remember the name of their guild, but it was basically the Dock Workers Association / Criminal Underground / Smuggling Ring for the city. And we sat down and had a conversation with them after mild threats, and then we had Buller be a fucking baller and basically explain that we were going to use the situation to our advantage, and if they would help us, we wanted to help them keep everything fair. So everything was agreed upon. They agreed to help, and we had assistance with the execution that was being taken place in the morning, where we all rose and set off, and that's where we are.
Excellent.
Oh, you forgot the big bang that happened at the end.
Oh, I did forget the big bang that happened at the end.
Yes, you did forget the Big Bang.
Oh,
Which
no,
Big
the
Bang?
inn. Sorry, the inn. Because we threw alcohol all over the place, and then someone decided to go, oh, yeah, I'm going to use a mild explosive device on the door to blow it open.
Well,
And
not
they got a
that
lot
one.
more
Never
than they
mind.
bargained for. What are the big bangs?
No.
Sorry?
And I'm sure
More
the
than
DM
you bargained for
start.
yet.
We'll start where we ended. So,
So, I'm trying to remember exactly what happened where we ended.
The last thing was the Dragonborn being dragged through.
Oh, shit, yes. Sorry. The summoning of Salvar's past self.
Yeah.
Sally, yes.
yeah, that happened.
That was another thing that I blanked out on for some reason. But yeah, we now have 2 Salvars, which is interesting.
Yes, 2 Salvars. So, I'm going to
Salvars,
ask,
one set of
before we
armor.
move, I am going to take you over to the morning. Is there anything else that you guys would do that evening before the morning of the execution?
Bola
Not
just
sleep,
wants
because
to
I don't
sleep.
have to.
Excellent.
Bola just wants to sleep.
All
Oh
of
yeah,
you-
I'm still on exhaustion levels, so
Yeah.
I'm asleep.
You have all gained the benefit of a long rest.
yes.
Oh yeah. I
How
can
many
gain
levels
those
of
5
exhaustion
hit
do you have
points.
left?
I'm on
Ayla?
2 now. I can now
Honestly, that's good.
I
I
can make attacks as normal now.
I have greater restoration. I could probably get rid of one of those.
That would
I mean, so
put
does the
me back to
Dragonborn.
normal movement speed, which would
Oh,
be
if both of you did greater restoration, we're probably going to need
that is
all
a
of
good
Ayla's.
idea.
It would take up 2 of the 500 diamonds. So
Yeah.
500. I
Oh.
thought it was only 100 for greater.
no. But the thing is, I don't have the diamonds. So if
You
I
dust 1 diamond.
I can, but I don't have the equipment for it unless someone has something on hand that can do that. I could just crack one in half.
Don't you have something that works as a spell focus?
Yeah, but it not requires material components that require a cost and consume.
I
That's
have
fair.
2 300 ones, if that's to just.
I think it is 300. Let me just double
Does the
check.
Dragonborn not have anything on him? Does Sally not have anything on him?
So, would somebody like to give me a luck check to see
Sure,
what Sally
I
has on
haven't
him?
done a luck
Hold on.
check
If
in
it
forever.
specifically pertains to Sally, is it not?
It's
Salva
Salva.
that should
Salva
roll it?
should make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want me to roll it or?
Yes, please.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
a
go
luck check.
ahead.
Oh, that's a D8. Okay. Ooh. I don't know how this is gonna roll because I'll go re-roll those again because I picked 2 D10s up. And one was 2 zeros and one was a 7 and a 0. So I'll go. Sorry
That would be
about that.
7.
Yeah,
Was
7 then.
Would it?
Yeah.
Well, because if you read them in that order, then yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 7.
Nice. Okay. So honestly, you're gathered around Alos. Alos, you wake up. It is like having a monstrous hangover.
Oh,
Right.
we're on day 3 of this hangover. It's a vibe.
Yeah, this hangover, like, you feel like you've got the mother of all head colds right now. And you wake up to the Dragonborn, Sally. We're going to go with Sally from now on. Sally is,
Yeah.
like, sat cross-legged next to you, looking at you, and not really moving, which is a little bit disconcerting.
You are right. It's 100 gold pieces. I'm sorry. I thought it was 300.
Yeah, it's 100.
Are we sleeping just on the floor, or are there like makeshift beds and stuff?
Yes,
Imagine it's
so
hammocks.
you are all in the boarding accommodation that is provided here at the Union. So these are bunk beds. These are workmen's bunk beds.
In
So,
that case,
There are other people like around. Sally is just sat on the floor next to your bunk bed, looking at you.
Workman's
Okay.
bunk beds, are they the 3 tall ones?
Yes, free to
So what
walk.
you're saying, what I'm getting out of this is that my back pain is also canon in game.
Yes, basically. Yeah, right now, canonically, Saralize is probably going to have a lot of back pain.
In that case, I will specifically be keeping my hands under the covers because while it doesn't cover all of the consumption marks, it covers the main bits because I don't know how that's going to turn out. So keeping the hands under and just groggily. Hello?
Young lady, I could have helped you if you'd mentioned.
Mind racing with fuck. With which thing?
Reaches down into his pocket, and you see he just pops 2 little diamonds in front of him. You are under quite the level of your body is heavily taxed currently, and I think it would be good for you to perk up a bit.
I'd appreciate that. Yeah, to say it's under tax is an understatement.
Well, I've been sat here for a while, and I've been told that you're Soren's ward.
I was wondering how long it would take you to find that part out. From what I've gathered from a lot of confusion, you know her quite well.
I do. I don't know how she's here now. In my time, she died, and I dedicated myself to her memory, young Alos.
When was this?
It was on the eve of the war. I was, like many people, we felt this ripple in the weave. You didn't have to be arcane to feel it. It's like the tremors of the ground when the Hellmouth opened over Mount Gaia.
Right. Okay.
She died. I was told that she died saving a village in the Feywild that was near the Hellmouth. She fell defending it and its inhabitants. However, young satyr, how old are you?
That is a very loaded question.
I love the tactical phrasing there.
I mean, it's also a very relevant question, but...
that is what I was hoping you might be able to answer. So, memory-wise, I can remember about the past 2 decades. From, same as when your future self met you, I, from what I understood, was born prior to the war in what I have to assume is that village.
He stops. The village that was destroyed was a small satyr village on one of the borders between the Feywild and the Prime Material. I was told that she died defending a child. My suspicions may be that it's yourself. Sally takes a small booklet out of the bag on his back, pops it over and says, I wish to reconnect with her. We'd meant to have a child for a long time.
Yep. Okay.
And I'm glad that she got to have that. When he puts the book down in front of you, you see that... What languages do you speak again?
Celestial, Common, Draconic, Druidic, Infernal, Primordial, Sylvan, or Undercommon.
So you can read this in Sylvan. Bloody hell, skill monkey over here. On the front in Sylvan is a crossed out word, which is quite hard to read.
Yeah.
But you can see is Salvar's name, Sally. That's been crossed out, And below it, written in more crudely in Sylvan, is "My reason why" is the words on the front.
Quick question. How similar does this look to the notebook that I got from Soren's room?
The words and the writing are not the same. The design of it is identical.
Okay. I think it might be fair enough to say that she would be very happy to see you.
I hope so. I do. Hydrate, everybody.
A water bottle. Shit.
All I have is tea, sorry.
I pulled the water out the air.
Breath from my lungs.
Look,
Breath
don't
from
expect
my
too
lungs.
much out of me
Knife
today.
Knife Doctor's the best doctor. I'm sorry.
Honestly? Okay, anyway.
Anyway, so before we get too derailed. So, he smiles and says, "Take a read, because she is a reserved woman. And I know you must have many questions."
Once again, very much an understatement.
I hope that this book gives you comfort, knowledge, and thank you for those lovely itty bitties. We like those itty bitties. Again, yeah. I hope that it brings you comfort, and I hope that there may be some answers to your affliction.
You know why she was looking for that child?
A disease, an ancient disease, looked set to come back. She only told me that the first case, if it was allowed to take somebody, she told me this child was the perfect target. She told me that no one else could be the first transmission vector. Nobody else could host this disease. I don't know why, but unfortunately it appears that she failed in that initial objective. But at least she kept you safe and alive. That much I'm surprised of.
And for a lot longer than anyone was expecting, it would seem.
Consumption kills people quickly, young Alice. It can take some time, but this long? It's been hundreds of years.
Over 1,000 at this point.
Yes. No, hold on, back up. Sorry, I've just realised the timeline. No, it's not quite 1,000, because the dates go from the end of the war, so it's been 462 years since the end of the war, and yours was in the build-up. Your birth was explicitly people were wary of the oncoming war, so yours, whilst you haven't been given a date, does appear to be at least in the lead-up to it. So 500 is a better guess.
Okay, I thought the war lasted for 500 years.
No, sorry, that might have been a faulty way in the way I described it.
Okay, that's my misunderstanding.
It did last over 100, so you are still looking in the realm of the 500, but you also don't know how far before, but it's not quite 1,000.
Okay, that's my misunderstanding. Okay, but still a long ass fucking time.
Long ass time, yeah.
Okay, so we definitely have a few more questions to ask her than I was expecting to need to. Thank you for this, and I will now reach out and where he'll be able to see the gnarly scar fucked hands, and just take the book and hold it on my lap. And okay, so you thought she died. She clearly didn't. I'm somehow, for whatever reason, chosen by an ancient god killing disease, and you're in the present time.
Yes. It's strange times. I have come to the post-apocalypse, and yet somehow it managed to be worse than I was anticipating.
If you'd come about 2 weeks earlier, it would have looked a lot better.
Sally smiles. Placing the book, takes one of the diamonds. Greater Restoration removes 1 level of exhaustion, and suggests, my Salvar Senior can sort out the second one.
The old man.
The old man.
Listen, listen, I may be old as fuck, but I look 26. Okay.
Oh yeah, you look cracking for it.
I will just then take the other diamond to hold on to for now. Then.
Sally gets up and says, "I hope she can answer questions, but I think that book might be more revealing than she likes to let on."
Remember, Starlight is technically Talvar's midlife crisis.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bit harsh.
One last question. There's a group that she wrote in 500 odd years ago. How easy is that to understand?
Oh, it's in language of Sylvan, which shouldn't have changed too much.
Because when I read the book, you said I wasn't able to make out most of the words.
No, you weren't able to make out most of the words in the in Soren's one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah, his one is written in Sylvan, which is largely the same.
Yeah. No, I was asking if he knows what language she wrote in.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood your question. Do you show him the book?
I'm not gonna say I have it because I feel that's her thing to talk about.
Clarify what it is that you ask him then.
When I'm in all of the chaos, before finding out about what's going on in a couple hours, I snuck in and looked around her office and found some papers in a ton I couldn't understand. I don't suppose you know what that would have been in?
We frequently wrote to each other in ciphers.
That would make a lot of sense.
It depends. If it was something important, then it likely was written in one of them. Oh, hold on. Actually, no, we've already got a luck check, haven't we?
Yeah.
That was a 7.
Yep.
He smiles wryly and says, I have no idea if she's taught you all of her ciphers, but you see that he clicks his necklace off of his from around his neck, and you see that as he opens it, you see that a little 3D arcane illusion pops out of it, and you can see that it is an image of Soren. He clicks it, and you see that when he holds it over a piece on the front of his book, you can see that the illusory image opens up illusory text written on the inside of the book.
Okay.
As he says, this sort of thing would reveal script, but the beginning of the book would probably have the cipher codes. Maybe it's of use to you. He pops the item down and says, it's okay, I've got another one waiting back when temporal magics are very strange. You'll be able to keep a hold of this one. I'll be fine.
Oh, thank you. That might actually prove to be very helpful.
You can add to your inventory a necklace of seeing.
Okay.
which
Okay.
has abilities which we will clarify later when you identify this.
Yep.
Moving forward, I have realised we are getting ready to head in. Anyone else want to do anything before leaving?
I would briefly go and find Salvar, be like, hey, go to Diamond.
You've been given the second Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Is that
Sorry,
I've got the
misunderstood.
Diamond.
Yep.
So I would at some point come and find his Diamond. I don't know if you retain the ability to do this because temporal magic and your memories are a whole thing. Your younger self left me this, and I pull out the $100 piece diamond.
What do you want me to do with this?
Don't suppose.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Suppose you'd be able to. My body is still very fatigued from the.
Salvar just immediately just like grabs you by your head and sort of like, you know, like eyes down sort of thing, like examines you like a doctor sort of thing. It's just like, right. Takes the gem off you and sort of like, see it disappear in his hand. You just see it like go like that in your face, all like spritz it, almost like spritzing water. The act of it.
Yeah.
And sort of like rejuvenation, hangover be gone, sort of thing.
That is a lot better.
You good now, kid?
Yeah. I just didn't want to go into what's essentially going to be a very big thing. Not at my best. So thank you for that.
You said you got these from myself.
The dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sally. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Yeah. There's
a lot of stressful things happening yesterday, so just
I have time. Time is a weird soup, and I'm not going to question it.
Yeah, that's too much to think about. So we got shit to do. So I'm glad I can help.
Thank you. I'm gonna grab some food now, and I'll just go off and mill about and get breakfast and shit.
Yep.
Well,
Cool.
we'll wake up and talk to Leech. What's his name? The orc.
Yes,
Leech.
yes, you're right.
We'll
yeah.
talk to Leech, and it doesn't have to be RP, but like getting the game plan. Lynch.
Yeah.
Leech. It was close.
Yeah,
Lynch.
very close, very close.
Let me change that in my notes. Lynch. We'll get the game plan. Who's going where, so we know how to like surround. What's the game plan? And also, we'll kind of like go to Sally, and just go. I know Salvar said to kind of do whatever I want you to do. Well, you know, can you just like, you know, do what you think is best. Just don't hurt innocent people. That's all good to you.
Well, I respect your skill as a warrior, so I'm told by others. You are quite formidable. My plan...
I killed an oracle.
As in the oracle?
Yeah, Oracle from Morgan. Yes, I killed her about a couple days ago. Was it a week ago? Ooh.
I'm just gonna leave that out there. I'm gonna assume that she was bad. You can see that there is very much a look of confliction on his face, as in his own time, the Oracle is essentially the leader of the resistance of the people that are fighting against, of the leader of the coalition fighting against the okay.
She was a bit skewed. I just kind of show him the mall and show him the symbol of the Morgan and just kind of put it back.
Yeah. To give you an idea, but you're admitting to assassinating FDR to him.
Cool.
to give you a semblance of what, as you can just see, there is a look of perplexion, just followed by, you can just see as he's swallowing his pride, being like, I gotta get through this. Like, you know.
But we'll show him like the symbol of the Morgan and like the divine weapon she has. So
yeah. As he goes, well,
time's a bit fucky wucky.
time is fucky wucky, and hopefully I don't remember any of this. Either that, or I have to go back and I have to go and stop her, or I don't know that time
No, don't
really
do
works
that.
way.
Then I might not be born. Isn't that how that works? Like the whole.
Supposedly,
know.
but I am also told that you don't remember, because it functions
well,
as a
that's good
paradox.
for you.
So I might not remember anything. I might just go back. I don't know if I want to. Do you know time is wibbly wobbly, big ball of stuff. Let's. I am not a wizard of chronology. Chronology. Chronomancy.
I don't
it
even
chronomancy?
really.
Chronomancy is an option, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's one of those.
That's the time magic. Yep.
Time
okay.
magic. Yeah.
But yeah, your plan. Back to what were you gonna say? Yep.
My suggestion would be I could declare my presence, turn myself in, and draw attention away until clearing the area, as people would likely panic, seeing this Dragonborn arriving, and would probably run away. It would draw the attention of any guards nearby towards me to allow the prisoners to be released, and I would then have to rely upon your skills as warriors to come help free me. I will fight them, and we can fight our way out and get clear.
It's actually a really good plan. Hey, Lynch. We'll just call him over, and we can all have like a kumbaya moment.
You can see sort of like, Lynch pops over, leans over, and says, "Yeah. What's shaking? What's occurring?"
Okay, I know we just talked about a game plan, but no offense. I think he's got a better one. Diversion. The Dragonborn comes out. There's confusion and chaos. People are running. He turns himself in. We get the people free in that chaos, and then I get him out of custody, or whoever's that.
If you're going down that line.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Fucking come out of no.
Yeah, Wayne
Oh
and
my
just
God.
everybody jumps as Wayne, just
If you are going down that line, you might be able to get everyone off of the execution by trade.
I mean,
What, you think
potentially,
they'll
but
just
like,
let
can we
him
just
go?
first establish how long were you fucking there, mate? Because you just fucking materialized out of nowhere.
Oh, well, he hasn't been sleeping, so he's basically just been, like, sat in the room, kind of, like, lying on the top bunk, just waiting
Oh,
for
right,
a moment
yeah.
to speak.
No, that's Lynch in character asking, "How the fuck? Where the fuck are you? Did you come from?"
I used to be Ewan.
I'm not gonna question this anymore. Yeah. Looks back over. I mean, we certainly can try. I can get... If you want, if we're doing that, I can try and get you guys close to the prisoners before they're executed. And you can move into, try and release them, but it depends on whether you want to go on the negotiation strategy, or if you want to go on the violent strategy.
I mean, to be quite fair, if there's already a crowd gathered around, which they will, they want to make an example, period. And even if the Dragonborn shows up, they're probably going to capture him and then execute them.
Yeah.
But at the time of the shock of the Dragonborn showing up, there's that 10-second lapse of confusion that we can get them off.
Cool.
And in the confusion of the prisoners being taken off the noose, their main priority is the Dragonborn.
10 people, 5 of us, one stands in between 2 people and just...
What?
Don't worry about it. And that's Mr. Well, then it seems that that's pretty settled then. Lynch kind of pops in and says, "Right, you lot ready to go?"
Yeah. We'll kind of gather everyone else
Yeah. So you're all gathered together. Is there anything any of you want to do before leaving? No, I think that's all sorted. As we approach, I need to change the music for starters.
Ooh.
I will point out one thing when we do approach. My armor's going to take, obviously because of like glamoured armor and things like, it's going to be like some Anubis style bulky mech armor sort of thing. So
Cool.
instead of a dog, it's going to be like, you know, just because why the fuck not?
Yeah, fair. Also, I'm going to command my armor to blend in.
Blend in. Nice. When you say blend in, you
Remember what
find
happened
yourself
last time.
looking like a washerwoman.
I was gonna say,
There is
blend
like...
in we've done before. It just makes me partially invisible.
Oh yes, this one. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you it's the perception change. It still does change in physical appearance. So you look like a washerwoman. You are absolutely caked in horse and cow crap, covering over peasants' clothing.
Yep.
Doesn't seem to smell. Like, it's almost more disconcerting of the fact that the disguise it's given you has a completely neutral odor, which again is disconcerting for what it looks like. It's that weird, you know, that uncanny valley kind of thing, but the nasal equivalent.
Amazing.
And you've also the other thing that you've also noticed as well is it's for some reason has given you like a little habit to sort of cover over your head, which actually you pull off. You look all right.
Hey.
It's not too bad. And yeah, you are disguised. As you've all approached, you know, you're all kind of going in. Can I get a stealth check for everybody here?
I would pass about a trace if we are going in quietly.
So you have, you also roll with advantage because you're blending in.
Awesome.
I could do that on my armor option if you don't want to waste a spell slot.
If your armor can do it, then that would be great.
Yeah, my armor can do it for 2 charges, I believe. Isn't that right?
Who has the best stealth at the minute?
I've
got plus
plus
5.
9
Okay.
and advantage.
Okay, here's the question. Do I roll the chonk or do I roll the mini?
Chonk.
Both.
Funny that you should actually cast both, because if Alos has advantage, I'm going to use invisibility as a 5th level spell to turn Salvar, me, Buller, and Saralise invisible.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, so we are rolling the chonk and the itty bitty.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone's got-
I
Add
am
a plus
rolling
10
too,
to that as
right?
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to be a dirty 30.
A dirty 30.
29.
Try and say that whilst Irish.
With guidance and advantage, that's a 41 on my end.
Jesus.
I don't-
Holy shit!
Oh, because guidance.
Yeah, I don't insist.
Without guidance, 38.
yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
forget the
29.
plus 10 from the
Alos.
pass
Yeah,
without tracer.
that's-
Yeah, okay, cool.
Momentarily, not only are you so stealthy, you seem to have a weird anti-mimetic effect where people even forget that you ever existed momentarily. You know,
I'm-
it is the ultimate stealth.
I briefly just appear in other campaigns. Fine.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
You,
You're gonna do
Alos
a
is
classic
just like showing up at
SCP-55.
Aegina and people have no idea what the fuck this person is doing here.
Yeah, you are all just like mega stealth right now. Nice.
Starlight has become one with the wall.
I am the wall. As you approach, it is a misty, misty morning. The sea fog has rolled in. Visibility is abysmal. And you realize as well, you are all going to be rolling with a -5 on perception checks. As there is barely, and I mean barely, 30 feet invisibility with the sea fog. It is cold. There is a light, damp spit that's coming down. And there is a group of people all gathered around. You estimate that the crowd is about 50 to 60 strong.
Okay.
You can tell that there are 4 guards on crowd control. But on the actual execution stand itself, you can see 2 soldiers, militiamen, wearing their necklaces that are stood guarding either side, and you also see an executioner who appears to be some level of mage who is holding a staff. They also have one of the necklaces on.
Okay.
4 for crowd control, 2 on the
7
hanging.
total. Yeah.
7.
Total, yeah.
So okay, got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
grab
one
a drink
mage.
because I don't have one.
Is the mage on
Mage
with
included in the 7.
mage included?
Yeah.
Got it.
The crowd control ones compared to the ones up on the gallows, do they look like all similar levels of armor and just...
The guys on crowd control look like your bog standard regular guardsmen. The other 2 look like Bilbra's men. These are 2 much more senior militiamen.
In video game terms, they have the star next to their health bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Cute.
yeah. You're looking at henchmen rather than mooks.
Yeah.
They are also the ones that the 2 guards that are on there. You can see that they are in full ceremonial garb. So
Okay.
they are wearing full chainmail armor, each with a shield and a broadsword.
Okay.
And again with the necklace, they're looking pretty hefty.
Good to know.
Where would you all like to position yourselves as the crowd gathers?
Given my current appearance, I will be within the crowd, preferably towards the front, so if needed, I can just push through, but because I look like a commoner at the moment, so amongst all of that.
I would like to be positioned nearer to either the closest cluster of enemies, or the executioner themselves that pulls the lever to drop the hangman's.
You can do so. Your high stealth rolls mean you can basically stand right next to these fuckers because you.
Oh, I won't be close to them now. I'm gonna be like 20 feet away from them.
Yeah, so you're going into a nice little position nearby the stand.
I will be
I have
in
a
the face.
question.
Go on.
So obviously, Mage Hand can only pick up a certain weight,
Yeah.
but can I use it to fucking grab someone's ankle and pull?
That'd be an attack, wouldn't it?
Also,
Yeah.
10
Yeah,
pounds
technically.
is not a lot of thrust.
Yeah, you've only got 10 pounds of thrust. That would be an attack which you can't do with Mage Hand, but you definitely... I will allow... With 10 pounds of force, I will definitely allow you to distract someone with it, to make them misstep, to try and... You can get it to smack them in the face and to sort of draw attention away. There's a few things you can do.
I mean, if there's anyone on horseback around, you could just get the mage hand, just quickly just go like that on the horse's testicles or something.
Yeah.
Just slap the horse's ass.
Yeah, just slap the horse's
Yeah,
ass,
slap the horse's ass.
That's a crap the horse's
And just...
not grab it, but just sort of like. Eh.
I mean, I know we're supposed to grab Life by the balls, but
Yeah.
I was not aware that this horse was named Life.
Yeah.
Or if it's a female, just go.
Oh god. Oh,
Ouch.
my
I don't
God.
have
An
one and I
appointment
felt
for
that.
female horses.
So I'm amongst the crowd. Salvar's off close-ish to the executioner. Where's everyone else?
So,
Bulla
yeah.
Starlight.
is going. Go ahead. Sorry.
Is going to be over near the horse to try to cause a distraction.
There
with
is
me.
no horse, just to clarify. So that
There
was...
is no horse.
Yeah,
No.
that was just the horsing around we were doing. There wasn't an actual horse in present.
The horse says nay, my lord.
It was Friday.
Because it's a non-hostile action on the way there while invisible, I'm going to Form of Dread.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
And
Nice.
I am going to essentially walk with the impression that people can't see us.
I mean, you are invisible.
Okay.
Yeah, we are
so
invisible.
what
4 of us are
Starlight
invisible.
is going to do?
Where are you walking though?
Specifically around to try and get
Oh.
to the actual platform.
Okay, so you want to
Yes.
get up to the platform, and you want to be next to it?
I want to be as close to the mage as possible.
I might be able to help you then in that case.
Nice. You can get in behind the platform on the far side of it where the mage is standing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Who else? Where's Saralise?
Okay, so Starlight is going to be kind of near the front.
In
I
the
have an
crowd?
idea. Can I use message and my words of terror together?
Words of terror would probably break invisibility because it is a hostile thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a spell, though, is it?
It's a feature.
weird...
You could use them together.
but
I'm going to
message
say
is a spell.
yes, but it would
Yeah,
break
message.
the invisibility to use.
Because invisibility says you cast a spell.
So
and
message, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just a spell.
if you attack or cast a spell, so Form of Dread
Okay.
not being a spell, I could just do it.
Yeah, words of terror on its own would not break it.
It's the message that would break
It's a
it.
message.
Just while invisible, whisper in a guy's ear.
Hey,
Okay.
Do
you
that.
suck.
Yeah, you could do that and not even break it. Yeah.
I could do that. But remember, I have already encountered Devil's Sight.
But you have to you have
Or no,
to
it's True
remember
Sight.
you need to emotionally destroy the person by what they already think of. So it's like, your mother never loved you. You're always a disappointment. Yes, it's true.
Oh my god, that's brutal.
That's too real for me.
I
that is.
am the
Oh, ouch.
literal embodiment of the devil on their shoulder. As a tiefling, too.
Nice. I like that.
Okay. Bola. Okay. I have a question. So, what kind of like stand is this? Is this like a full-fledged built, like you gotta take some steps up in order to get, or is it like one of those things where it's like a simple wooden frame with some ropes hanging off of it and stools that they're standing on?
No, this is a full purpose built set of gallows. This is like proper. There's a couple
this
of
is Dead
steps
Dog
up to it.
Saloon in Dead by Daylight,
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
but longer.
Like it is definitely it's definitely like a bit ramshackle in the sense that it does kind of look like it's been shoved together, but
Okay.
because it's only
But
been there
that's-
for like a few days. But yeah, no,
That's
they've
good
they've
to
really
know.
gone ham on building this.
Bola's gonna find the weakest point.
Okay, give me an intelligence roll,
Oh,
investigation, for you to
Oh,
figure out where a weak
no.
point on it is.
But you are a smith.
Jesus. I am a smith.
You are a smith. That would make sense for you to. Add a D4 to your roll.
Okay, I will
Um,
take it. I will take it.
just-
All right, Bola.
Everyone
Come on.
else is invisible, right?
Everyone except you, but you have a perception filter.
But for the sake of I don't know where anyone else is.
No, you
True.
have no idea where
Yeah.
everyone else is.
Cool. Just
I'm
wanting to
gonna
check.
I'm gonna use an inspiration because I rolled a nat one.
That's a good time to use an inspiration.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
yeah,
honest.
that's pretty decent. Good time to use it.
Okay, that's a little bit better. That's a 19 with the D4.
Nice.
Whew.
Okie dokie. You can see a bit right down in the middle of the structure between the fifth and sixth drop doors. You realise that the wooden support beam that's holding the front of it is old. There is a join between. It's not it's not one beam. They have nailed together two separate beams.
Okay.
To make the
Um,
full length of this, and you can see the joining part and the wood around the wood around the join is old. You reckon you can give that a good old shove?
Cool, because Bola is going to attempt to flip the table.
Yeet! And then just everything.
If you rage first, you have advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
But,
I know.
wait, are we doing that now or are we
No,
waiting?
no.
Oh no,
Cool,
we're
cool,
waiting,
cool.
but Bola's just
Beautiful.
in position
Yep.
to like, if anyone like gets like trapdoored, she's just gonna whoo, and like knock
That's-
it all down.
Somewhat terrifying, by the way, that a barbarian, while invisible, can rage and not break invisibility.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Can I ask one question?
No.
please.
Sorry, go on. What's your
Okay, so
question?
it's when it comes to invisibility, it's specifically casting a spell breaks invisibility, right?
Yes, casting
Am
a
I
spell
able-
or taking hostile action.
Am I able to prepare a spell?
No.
No? Okay, fair enough.
You can't like hold your
Um,
action to cast a spell because
Yeah,
you
it makes
start
sense.
casting the spell there and then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes
Well,
sense.
since I can rage without going, and she's gonna rage. We're just gonna have her there.
You
You'd
rage
lose it
just
after
before.
the round. Yeah, you'd lose it after the round. You want to rage.
Wait,
first, you do leave.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, if I would use words of terror, they become frightened of me or another creature. If it fails the wisdom saving throw, wouldn't that be considered a hostile action?
Yeah, that would.
So I can't use words of terror while invisible.
Not while invisible, unfortunately. Also, because of the phrasing of the words of terror, they'd kind of need to see what it is they're scared of.
Mhm.
So
But
yeah,
with
I'm
words
gonna-
of terror, you don't have to make them scared of you.
Oh, you
For
can make
instance,
them
you
scared
could
of
keep
something else, yeah.
feeding them shit about Sorin being on this platform, being like, yeah, they're going to kill everyone here, and you're not going to be able to stop it.
Yeah, I mean, if you could like hide yourself somewhere pretty good and then do it, that would be interesting. Anyway, you're all in position.
Yep.
Some time passes. A couple of minutes go by when you see various people who are all dressed in these surprisingly nice white chiffon robes that they've been given. Each of them is in the exact same one. They are all derobed of everything except for this like little pullover and a hood that's covering over their heads. As they get led along in a chain gang, each of them chained to each other. As they're brought up, you can hear, you can see that they are brought. 2 more executioners come along, and these are the formal executioners. And you see that a town crier comes with them. As they're each led up to the nooses, they are lined up one by one, and the town crier rings the bell and calls for attention. Now, let's see if I'm gonna get. Actually, would he? Let's do it. Let's make it a roll. Hold on.
Just while you're rolling, the crowd is everyone like fairly quiet, or is it a we want blood type of crowd?
Quiet.
Okay.
This is a very deathly quiet crowd that's gathered. I will say that as they're being brought up, you see several more people shuffling in, coming along, and joining the crowd.
Does the vibe look like they're sad about this and they want a chance to say goodbye, or is it a good riddance? Am I able to pick up
Insight check.
A vibe check.
Yes, give me a vibe check.
the vibe? For a vibe check, that is a 17 because I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Okay. The vibes here are rancid. Not necessarily hostile. Much more that people are very scared, and being here. The people here don't seem to be overly enthusiastic about being here.
Okay.
And all of them are quite scared to see these public executions. Public executions are not a thing that happens in Azeroth.
Yeah.
So you can feel a level of anger and resentment. You can see that people definitely are not happy that these executions are taking place.
So it's annoyance at the guards rather than annoyance at the...
Yeah, it's at the guards. This is a very anti-government sentiment you're getting here, as opposed to anti the people. But I will say that on a 17, you can't really figure out what it is exactly that the mood is. You just know that people are definitively unhappy.
Thank you. That is good to know.
So, I've rolled for my bullshit. The town crier rings the bell and says, Regent of Azeroth, Brother Rohin, has declared the following traitors to be executed. You see the first person stands up, they pull the hood away. And you recognize one of the guardsmen. Buller, you know this to be one of Bielbra's paladins, one of the ones that stayed loyal to him, that was likely captured in all of this. The next person comes
He's got
up.
a necklace on, right? They all have a necklace on.
And
No,
these
no,
are
no.
their executees.
These are the people being
Oh.
executed. So,
I see.
yeah, he's one of the people to be executed. The second hood comes off. The second hood is another one of Bielbra's paladins that you recognize.
Okay.
I'm not giving. They don't have names, either of them. These are just
That's fine.
people that you're vaguely familiar, used to work with.
Derek
Okay.
and Merrick.
However, oh, where's her fucking name?
It's John and John, Jon and John.
And Geoff. I'm actually going to say, sorry, very, very quickly, I'm going to put us on a sponsored pee break because I need the loo and so does
Same.
Vic. So if you can give me 1 second, I shall return momentarily. Until then, we will see you in a second.
Oh yeah.
Every time, every single time. Sorry, guys,
Yep.
we're back. Sorry, it was absolutely busting then. So, but we are back. Let's just
Busting
jump.
for a piss in it.
But we are
Heyo.
back. So let's get moving. The next 4 are of
Still
note.
says, oh, there you go.
Yeah. The next 4 people that come forward are of note. The next 4 people you recognise Alos. Because they are all they are
Oh, they're all sisters.
They are all sisters.
Okay.
So
Might sound like a really silly question, but the last time we were surrounded by the sisters, there was a little girl who was scared to put on one of the necklaces.
yes.
Is she a
Mm.
part of them?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh.
Haven't
okay.
Probably
spotted
was
her
forced.
yet.
She's a little
Yeah.
girl.
Was
Yeah.
it Starlize?
No,
there was a
Starlight
physical-
pretended to be the little
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want to
Yeah.
put on one of the necklaces. I thought that was Starlize, wasn't it? Or...
No, there was
No,
a separate
I
person.
pretended to be that child that Alos punched their
Hmm.
face in.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
You recognize Penshaw or Penny.
Okay.
You recognize Sage and Tame.
Pain.
As in
Oh,
you
Tame.
tame a thing. Tame.
Yep.
Taime.
Order. So they are all
Apparent-
teenagers.
Sorry, apparently the stream's cut out.
Oh, well. What happened to the stream?
That's still there for me.
No, it's still there for me.
It was off for a second, now it's back.
There we
Oh,
go.
okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
still on
So,
All initiates.
yeah,
Okay.
you recognize them all of them as initiates. So they're younger sisters that have not yet graduated to the rest. There we go, we're back.
Yep.
So that is 6 of them introduced.
Yeah.
Next is somebody that you do not recognize. The
Okay.
town crier calls out and says, "Brother Crew, convicted of heresy." Taking off the head, you can see that Brother Crew is definitely the most severely wounded of all of them. Both of his eyes have been removed and his
Oh.
mouth sewn shut.
Oh.
As you
That's-
look, he has clearly been cleaned, but the blood has been cleared away, but the scabs from like various wounds across his face, the man looks more bruised than skin. As you look at
Hey,
him.
raid. Whoa, 2 raids.
Two
Whoa!
raids.
We got some raids. Hello.
Hey,
everybody.
Posh. Hey, Kai. How you doing?
Oh, nice guys.
Poshi
Nice to
and
see you.
Kayana.
It's
Wow.
a raid.
Hi, Posh! Hi, Kiana!
So,
How's
yeah,
Dread Hunger?
nice to have you here. You
So
can
that's
see Brother
7?
Crew.
Hmm.
You know, he turns. You can see that as his part is removed, he seems aware that his helmet has been removed. You can see the rune that's been carved into his forehead, and you recognize this as a celestial word, which also says heretic in a much less kind way.
Oh.
They move
Heathen.
on to the 8th person. The veil is pulled away, and you see Sorin.
Okay.
Sorin is also in a very bad way. You see that they've removed her canines, they've removed her tusks. You see that she's like covered in cuts. And despite being so severely wounded, she has just a, stone cold facial expression when the hood is removed, as she's kind of defiantly stands as much as she can do.
I could just imagine like Mila Jovovich at the end of Joan of Arc or something like that.
Yeah, you're kind of in the right area there. Yeah.
They removed her canines.
Yeah.
Well, her tusks.
They took the tusks out.
Oh no! I feel the rage.
You see
I would-
it as a half-orc, you're like, that's racist!
DM, I would
Basically,
like
yeah.
to multi-class into barbarian.
The next hood gets removed. And this one... Okay, I need a history check from Bulla and from Alos.
Okay.
The rest of you do not have the knowledge to know who this is.
Question.
Yeah?
Is it?
If I used it and did knowledge from a past life,
Oh, yes.
Yeah, good, because I got a 5.
Yeah, Bulla, no
Bulla's
idea.
too mad.
Um,
Bulla's too mad.
Dirty-
It's a weird
20.
white human man.
Yep.
They're
Oh.
just fucking generic.
Dirty
Doesn't really
20.
matter.
23.
Nice.
Okay. What did Alice get?
Dirty 20.
Oh, on that naughty, filthy 20. The both of you recognize this. This is the teenage son of the princess. This is one of the princes
Oh.
of the realm.
Wait, as in the
Oh,
princess that
no.
we...
The princess that we rescued.
Yes, correct.
How old was she? Because I thought she was young.
I thought she was like 16.
No! Damn!
Yeah, that's
No.
We that's what the impression we got. You said she was like 18 or something like that.
We
Did I?
definitely thought she was
Yeah.
younger.
Yeah.
Shit.
How old is the princess?
Is she
early
late
20s. She's
Okay.
yeah, no, she's
Oh,
supposed to
okay,
be young,
okay.
but she's
So
in
when
her
you
early
say
20s.
teenage, you're talking about like a 13-year-old boy.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm talking itty
Okay.
bitty boy. I'm not talking like 16 year
So
old.
she's mid-20s and her son's 13.
He has
Yes.
one whisker on his chin.
Yeah,
essentially.
the boy barely grows facial hair, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
it's me.
kind of age.
Okay. So,
This is Fixby.
Fixby.
I think at this point, Salvar can confirm his suspicions. I feel like Dika may be a bit of an asshole.
So
It's almost like they've brought all of their political enemies into one position to kill them.
And there's a 10th person?
Yes.
yes, the 10th person, Hood reveals, and this is something you know where there are just moments that are just too perfect. It's amazing, isn't it?
Is it Sakura
What?
and Harold?
Who is it?
You see the bag is removed, and you recognize Dika.
God damn it! I had to open my fucking mouth, didn't I?
No! This was always going to be her. I just found it hilarious that this was the moment that you decided to say that. That was delightful.
And in his mind, Dika is. Can I explain this, Zach, if you don't mind? Dika is from the Church of Arwen, who is Salvar's friend.
The one who let Salvar use the scrying mirror.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And she has an eye patch.
Well, no, she doesn't.
Not anymore.
No, she has no eyes and a sewn shut
Oh.
mouth.
Oh,
Wait, was Soren the same?
no.
No, Soren had her tusks removed, but everything else was left. It was the two religious figures up here that have had this specific treatment too.
Can I
see.
Can I make a like a history or religion check to see if it was just purposely the people of the Church of Arwen that got sewn up?
So you remember that no, I'm gonna say the part you do remember is that that church got fucking gutted, but in the most recent events that took place. What is it you want to know about the Church of Arwen here? Because what is it you're running a history check on specifically?
Well, because the thing is, what I know is that I know it seems to be familiar with the churches of Arwen, because obviously the princess you mentioned was a follower of Arwen. So. And then also bad omens, because I don't know why. Because one day apparently lightning struck the bell tower on the Church of Arwen, Lewis, and but it's just sort of like I'm trying to piece things together here.
Okay,
Is-
give me a religion check
Thank you.
at the moment with advantage, because this is something you're going to understand.
Okay, so
I don't have proficiency. Oh, wait, I do have proficiency in religion.
Paladins,
Okay.
4 sisters.
Oh, I'm gonna use a fate die for that.
Nice.
So,
That's better. That's
just
90.
later on, just showing it's 2 paladins, 4 sisters, Crew, Soren, Fixby, and Dika.
Yes.
Okay.
Deacon's an elf, right?
Yes, that is
Yes.
correct, yeah. So, on a 19, I'm going to say that you know that belief and faith in the Celtic pantheon is a little bit... It's not... You're not thinking quite like the Catholic Church. It's a lot more loose in the way that these institutions have connections.
Oh, it's the Borgias.
Yeah, Brother Rohin is not a patriarch. Like he is the patriarch of the Celtic faith in Azeroth, but that doesn't give that is technical spiritual authority, but he's not like in charge. So
Right.
the Church of Alduin is a separate entity that is a political threat to him.
Right.
So he has technical spiritual power over them, but not formal power. He can't compel them to do things, so they are rivals to him.
Right, okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make the joke in my head right now, so... Anyway, yeah, I'm satisfied.
Yep, cool. As the crier calls out and says, as per the rites as prescribed by Arwen, you may speak now to the defense or condemnation of the condemned. There is an eerie silence. Alos, who else is near the crowd with this other than Alos?
I think I'm the only one based on what everyone said.
How far away is the crowd from
Sarlaz
the
is towards the front, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
You're
towards the front of the crowd.
Yeah, so
I'm-
you are by the crowd as well. So I'd say you two are by the crowd, and the crowd is like 5 feet away from the very front, behind
Okay.
a small fence.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that the two of you there do pick up on the vibe. Like there is a real prick in the mood right there, as
Is that what they're calling it?
giggity. So there's a real nasty feel in the air as there are many people here who look like the level of anger goes from a simmer to a very pointed anger. There are murmurs among the crowd. I'm going to say Alos has a high passive. You can hear... One of the things you hear in particular is you hear two of them talking and someone's whispering to another saying that this is fucking murder. As
Okay.
people mumble to each other.
Oh, out of game, I'm now realizing we never came up as a group when we kick off.
Nope.
Yeah.
On
Going under.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying. I was under the impression that we do shit when the Sally
Well,
shows
we
up, so-
actually arranged as well that there were men from the dock workers on
Yes.
standby who were going to effectively cut the ropes with crossbows, so
Okay,
that they
so-
could all get down.
Yeah, we had crossbow guys. There's some of the dock guys in the crowd as well.
Yes.
So we're waiting.
And what they're gonna do is lead all the people that were gonna be hung into like the secret alleyways or like the secret
Yeah.
little hiding
So are we
spots.
waiting until they start hanging?
Yeah, basically, so just to remind you guys what you said, what Lynch
Yeah.
said to you.
Please.
Lynch specifically said that they're waiting to the point that the ropes are brought down so they are cuttable, not once the hanging goes. It's before the actual drop happens.
Okay.
But it's the point that they get put into the nooses where the archers are going
Because
to shoot.
effectively, if you get dropped below the deck, they can scoop you up.
Yeah. As a thing that I'm just going to put on the table before chaos kicks in, if nothing changes between now and then, once that the ropes are put and we're expecting the shouting to go, I'm going to try and will the armor to inspire. I'm not doing that. I'm just letting you as a DM know, so that is a thing that will happen.
Yes, that is like so you're holding an action to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm expecting stuff to be fired, I'm going to inspire however the armor interprets that.
I do have a question I probably should have asked before, and I'm sorry. Is the weak spot happen to be right under like the lever for the executioner?
The weak spot is in the midpoint of this, so you're between the fifth and sixth person, because this is where you found the join. So you're right in the middle of the gallows.
Well, if they're gonna go under the structure to scoop these guys up, then I can't really destroy the structure.
I'm close by.
I thought
to
you
the
were gonna
structure as
lift
well,
it.
So... I mean, true.
I was going to kind of lift it to see basically anyone that's like not on the structure would probably fall off of it, like the executioner and
yeah,
other
that would
people.
knock the executioners off. I would also say as well, knocking down the structure kind of removes part of the threat of if they miss the rope, because obviously
because they effectively the beam at the top lowers so they can put their feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
So it is still an
Effectively,
effective
you are
strategy.
there. You are there in case they miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say as well, you wouldn't. You would know that, but you don't have the ability to communicate with them right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So I will definitely wait to see if the crossbow experts miss.
Okay, so
The town crier holds as there is a silence, to which you hear a voice call from the background. You see a cloaked and robed Sally, hiding his face, only the snout out the front, and call out and say, "I object. I have what you want." Removes the hood back. The guards, the others look around. You watch as this happens. They all look at each other, momentarily confused, as Sally steps forward and says, "You are all traitors, squandering your chance at salvation. I object because you are not worthy to bring down Arwen's judgment. I reject you." Points forward with a staff, and that is the point that I am going to ask you all to roll initiative.
No surprise round? Oh.
You are going to have a surprise round,
Wait.
right?
Natural 20!
There we go. As you watch Sally point forward with his staff, and you watch scorching ray blast out of it, as various rays each hitting one of the guards and the executioner and the mage, as they are all smashed in the face by flames. And so to give you an idea on this thing, I'm going to tell you what happens on this round, but I'm going to tell you what the NPCs do first, and then I'm going to let you guys go on your round, because as he does that, you hear the crossbow bolts go and start slamming and cutting away ropes. Before you give me your rolls, I'm just going to let you know that 6 of the 10 of the ropes are cut in the first surprise round.
Okay. 22 on initiative.
Nice.
I
Same.
rolled 2 nat 20s.
What's your dex, Liz?
So total
five.
is 25.
Same. Do you want to...
I got a 22 as well, by the way, I just want to point out.
Okay,
I don't
who's
think your
got the higher
dex is
dex?
+5 though.
I
Dex
got a
is
7.
my thing will basically be the inspiry.
Yeah, no,
thing. If you
that's
don't-
fine.
if
My
it's
my
okay
thing
for
was
us
gonna
just to
be
get that off.
yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Wait, what was your initiative?
Oh, they're
7.
hard though, so it's like 20
Oh shit!
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Because plus half proficiency to initiative
Yeah.
rolls plus.
So
7.
So that's
25 or something for Starlight is my guess then.
more like
Yeah, it says
27.
25.
Oh wow!
Hey.
You only have a +3 to a dex.
Yes.
Oh okay.
I've got a 17.
No proficiency went towards initiative?
Oh, I know. I take nat
bards
20.
get
No,
half
I've got a
proficiency.
crossbow.
Oh, the bards.
warning.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, cool.
No,
I
I've
take
got
No,
a
nat
crossbow
20s
warning gives you
for
advantage.
initiative
Yeah.
anyway for that, so that's fine.
I'm
Say that
assuming.
again?
I take crits for initiative, so yeah, you do crit succeed on initiative, so that's fine.
Wait, so what does my natural 20 do then?
Oh, you both got a natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay, which of you has got the higher dex?
Obviously Saralize, because
So
I've already got a
Saralize
+2.
goes
I've got
then.
a +2.
Oh, I didn't. When you said you had a 22, I didn't realize you had a nat 20.
Yeah, I've already got a +2 to my initiative, so sorry,
Yeah.
Alice.
As a question, just for the order of things, will my activating the armor be my action in my turn, or am I able to release that when everything kicks off?
I'm gonna say that that's gonna take up your turn here because you said you're holding the action for when things kick off. So the surprise round is you throwing that
Yeah.
up.
Okay. Thought so. Just wanted to double check.
You still will have your movement and bonus action if you want to use that on anything.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
So I got Saralize, I got Salvar, I got Alice, I got Buller. What's Wayne's?
22.
Wayne is 22 with me.
22 as well. Okay, and
We both have +5, so I'm going to go after.
We
Okay.
jump streak. Just saying.
Now I'm gonna use the very technical. Sorry, I'm typing this and I'm trying to remember that. So I've literally for initiative just put baddies for their initiative. It's like fuck it.
You didn't say they were hot.
No, if they were hot, I would have called them daddies. So
Well, I was gonna say, Sarlights can take care of that real quick with a fireball.
a fireball.
There is a
You
crack.
can't take a fireball because, hey, guess what? There's a bunch of civilians with them.
Also, we want to save the
I mean,
people on the gallows.
You could do the fireball anyway, but you also would be doing an IRA, which is generally not good.
Firebolt,
Also,
then.
Halos might.
Oh, no.
So-
For the surprise round, I have an idea already.
Union boys.
As do I.
So, the temptation with my Union boys to just put RMT is real, but I'm not going to. So I've just put Union boys, and that is boys with a BOI, because
Nice.
Oh, I thought you were going to go BOIZ.
Boy.
boys. Oh yeah, that's the Warhammer 40k thing, is to go with a fucking orc boys.
It's your boys here, we're here to fuck your shit in. You get your teeth off them and things like that.
I will say, I'm just finishing this up, but I have to
Oh, that's
say,
a mistake.
Vic, you have to be very, very thankful that I didn't go with the Warhammer Universe orcs for this. Otherwise, you would be part fungus.
Yeah.
Oh,
And be
Warhammer's a
genderless.
messed up thing.
Ew.
Orcs in Warhammer 40k are fungus creatures because they basically grow ridiculously quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're
so-
genderless as well, technically.
Yeah, basically, that when an orc dies, they spread these fungal spores. That means orcs are born in the ground and then climb out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Also,
it's really weird in the Warhammer universe.
No dear.
Color B magic. You paint red on yourself, you go fast.
Oh yes, that I do love. No, the temp. Oh, okay. I can't tell you about this now on stream, but I will tell you about this later
Yeah.
about my world. That has reminded me.
Paint yourself purple, you turn invisible because who's seen a purple orc?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I need to. I'm gonna look up the gay orc story because that one's just fucking amazing. But there's a great gay orc story.
Oh, they went to try and turn themselves every color, but they did. In doing so, they turned themselves gay because they made themselves the pride flag.
Oh no, other way round. They were gay orcs that tried to paint themselves with a pride flag, and they accidentally made themselves so OP that they just destroyed. They were also invisible and just conquered. They were the greatest warg because they had every color.
Let's just go quick.
Yeah.
So, what? Okay, never mind.
Sorry, go on. Listen,
I'm gonna do Conjure Fey for this surprise round.
cool. So it is actually your turn now. First up in initiative.
So Conjure Fey.
So you're going to do Conjure Fey. Who are we conjuring? Okay.
I imagine it's pixies.
Yeah.
That's the strong one.
Okay. Salvar.
Yes, I'm gonna. Come.
No, I'm just going to say it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna use my action to do challenge ability, Path of the Grave, on the mage,
Okay.
and then the next attack that hits them, they have vulnerability to all attack damage. So the next attack that hits them, they do that damage is doubled.
Okay.
And that's from
double
any
damage.
myself or any allies.
Probably going to be me, because I think Alos is next, and Alos is doing...
I'm setting up buffs on my turn.
Bonus action as well is Holy Weapon on my hatchet.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Ratchet, hatchet.
Just
Ratchet,
to clarify, right now, everywhere, so there's a 30-foot light around me at the moment.
Yeah. Okie dokie. For reference, by the way, yes, I have actually written in my notes here that the princess was 16, and I don't know why, because in the rest of my notes that isn't the case, but in my session notes for that one, I put the age there, but in my lore documents, she is in her mid-20s.
Yeah, that was
20s.
a confusing bit.
LOL.
So, I don't know where that
thought
happened.
We were crazy.
Yeah, no, you weren't crazy. It does appear that I just had a
How
brain
could you
fart.
gaslight us like this?
Yeah, I gaslighted myself. The
Lewis,
wonderful thing with
gaslighting
traumatic
isn't
brain
real.
injuries is
I'll
you
give
end
you
up,
that.
gaslighting, gatekeeping, and girl bossing yourself.
Okay.
So, I am going to say, so that's Salvar's turn done. I'm going to move to Alos.
So main action,
Inspired.
standing nearer the front center of the crowd.
Yeah.
Gonna command the armor to inspire. Mainly going for like a back to what I originally saw the Oracle's robes to be, like that sort of very regal thing, if that fits within what you have said.
Yes. So, do you say anything out loud to aid this? So, like, its effectiveness is going to need you to do something with it. It's going to boost you up, but what do you say?
Fantastic. Can I do it in combination with my bonus action, which is also a thing? So bonus action, I'm going to cast Guardian of Nature upon myself, specifically the Great Tree mode. So with it, as I'm like appearing from the middle of fucking nowhere, my skin, I'm going to grow in height a little bit. My skin's going to turn this very like rough and barky texture, as my horns are going to extend outwards into like large branches and staghorn type of thing, with leaves starting to come down from them. A raven or a crow will fly over and land on them because the Morgan shit. And the like roots would just start to grow through the air around me, because it is a thing that within 15 feet of me, my enemies have difficult terrain for the moment. And whilst that's all going on, and I'm taking this very literal symbol of the Morgan with the nature side of her, also just yelling to the crowd, following off of what Sally had said: "Stand forth against your oppressors! Take down these villains! Stand for Arwen and the Morgan and reclaim your city!"
Oh!
Ooh, that made my titties kind of tingle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it did. That was awesome.
Fuck it.
And
Inspiration on the
Nice.
spot. DM inspiration, because that's perfect. And also, I'm not going to make you roll for that, because you know what fucking happens?
I will say, by the way, my voice is like rougher and that louder volume with it, because my vocal box has turned to bark.
The whole tree be a
turned
tree.
into a
I am no
megaphone.
tree.
I am
I
a trees.
am a tree.
You rise up, declaring your enemies out in front of you, calling them to action. The people, there is a look as they look up to you, and all of them just look at each other, and in this perfect moment of synchronization, start vaulting over the fence and dive down onto the weaker guards.
They are smoked.
I'm going to say as well that these weaker guards, they're going to move in. Okay, these guys were like nearly fucking dead from the scorching ray. Of just like how hard they all got hit.
Just
Okay, so of the 4 guards that were guarding there, hold on, I need commoner stats.
10. They have 10.
8.
Yep.
No, I mean 10 hit points.
Yeah.
Do they? I thought it was 8 hit
Yeah.
points.
No, they have 8
They
in
have
every stat and then 10 hit points.
Yeah.
Right.
They have a minuscule amount of health.
Someone roll me a luck check, quickly.
Shall I do this? Because
Can I do it based on
Saralize,
the...
just as a thing, what Fae was it that you summoned? Because I figured it was going to be pixies.
No.
Oh, what do you summon?
Siren.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh yeah, because we're right next to a body of water. That makes sense.
Well,
That
that
is-
and also that's the flavor for her.
Yeah.
That is
Fae
a
touch.
1.
You rolled a
Nice.
fucking 1!
I rolled a 1.
Okay. Okay.
The only time that has happened is when Bulla fucking threw that fucking steak at that lady on the beach. Oh, bitch tits.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1 by accident when I found all that swag in the castle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. You did roll that.
So, one thing that you realize is this crowd actually has a fair number of the Union men, who fully, on hearing that, draw short swords, hold them forward, and just like decree with you and go for Azeroth as they hold their swords up. Of the guys, you just watch as these commoners just charge towards the guards and fucking just cloves rail them to the ground, right? Killing 2 of them. Just
Dick.
straight up killing 2 of them that were already pretty fucked up, and start taking the weapons. The other 2, they pin to the ground as you watch as they take the weapons off them and go to start going up onto the main gallows with these weapons that they're seizing.
Nice.
And furthermore to it, on that high of a luck, how nice do I feel? How generous of a mood am I in?
You ripped my
Wow.
mum's tusks out, so pretty generous.
That's a good way of putting
All
it.
the Sun Deaker's eyes grow back. I don't know. Just...
No,
Nah.
what you see is you watch as a small volley of arrows unexpectedly come flying through the air. All of you roll me perception checks quickly.
With a -5, I take it.
With a -5, yes.
Right?
That's
With a
that's
-5?
accurate because I am currently kind of not on the stage but just behind it, and I'm planning my own thing, and I rolled a nat 1. So yeah, you know, I'm like focused on my task.
Minus
yeah,
5,
16.
19.
16.
Yep.
17.
13.
Nice. 13.
13.
Oh, teen. Okay. 15 and up, you see the volley of arrows, and you see behind that, you see a group of dryads pulling forward, firing at the guardsmen, and you see that 2 of them flick down 2 bags of weapons, and then take up these, like, you see they've got a bunch of melee weapons, and they take up an arrow position behind the crowd, covering them.
I swear to God, I did not do send into Aubrey. I swear to God.
Hold on.
Sure.
Because with them, you see an entire group of 10 Sisters of the Morrigan with their swords charge up from the back of the crowd towards the front
we won.
as they move in with the crowd.
And so, the Battle of the 5 Armies commences.
Yeah, so, fuck it. On a 1, you do well.
Yeah.
As you see Sisters of the Morrigan and Dryads fighting together to back you guys up.
And then, yeah, in like the hood down, so the sisters would hopefully recognize me, even though the one's weird. And but in the same oracle's very regal robes that would be recognizable to anyone within the order, and just my short sword, and then the what's the other weapon called? The holy retainer, just in either hand, walking towards the front of the stage with my movement.
Got it. Nice. Okay.
Oh shit, that's a product. No, never mind. My turn's over.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
Okay.
no.
So I'm going to come back up to Saralize.
Yep.
Hi.
You were going to summon the siren, weren't you?
Yes.
Ah, fuck. Let me go and find the siren. Hold on, I need the siren stats. Hold on. Ah, fuck, it's behind a paywall. Have you got the stats for a siren?
No. You
Um,
had pulled
you
it up
mean-
last time.
I don't know where I got them from last time. I
I've got
might
them-
not be able to bring a siren in.
D&D Wiki.
Yeah, I've got
Casey
them.
has
so
it.
What stats do you need?
I just need somebody to keep that open for the siren's actions. Ideally, I need Lissa to tell me what the siren's doing on a round.
Your actions are you have detect thoughts and sleep twice a day as spells. You can make 2 attacks with your claws, or you can sing a luring song, which has the typical siren stuff, and I'll read the paragraph of text if needed.
The siren will act on your initiative, Saralise, from the next turn. But is that all you're going to do on your turn, is summon the siren?
Siren's pretty fucking hard.
That's kind of the point. It's
Yeah.
like what
Yeah.
sirens do.
That is kind of the point.
Yeah, but
And,
this one has wings.
you have AC of 13, 58 hit points, 30-foot walk speed, or 50-foot swim speed.
All right, I'm being
Oh, I'm
called
looking at a
again.
different
Be right-
Cool. So, that's summoned. Next up in the initiative order, Wayne.
Wayne is going to basically step forward to stand next to the dude.
Mm-hmm.
After having already form of dreaded, and is going
Come
to
up here.
cast over them, like as they stand up, because the executioner's behind all of the people to be executed, right?
He just got hit with a scorching ray as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. I'm going to cast on his line, 60 feet long, so 5 feet either side of the actual executioner's platform, Wall of Light.
Do you get to choose who gets affected by that?
No, I mean, no, in a way.
You can
It's,
lay
if
it
people
out.
go through, I can lay it in a line. But then I can also make pieces of the line disappear to shoot them at people.
Are you doing it to the front?
No,
Like, at
no,
the
I'm
front
doing it
or at the back?
behind the actual, like, where all the where all the victims are lined up, along the line where the executioner would be stood.
I see.
Because he'd have
Like
to stand
on them.
behind all the executioners. Sorry, all the executees.
Wouldn't affect the rest of us then, or anything.
No.
like that.
Well, I'm
If
behind
anything-
there. I'm just saying.
It's also on top of the execution platform.
So if you're
Oh,
under the
I
platform,
see.
you're fine.
Okay, well,
Oh.
that kind of fucked up what I
Um,
was going to do. Okay.
It shouldn't.
Because I have to come from behind. I was going to climb up to the platform. If I'm behind
I
it.
thought you were knocking down. Okay.
Well, I'm not because only 4 of them got unroped. If I knocked down the
Uh,
structure from the center, they could hang themselves on
There's
accident by
4
falling.
left that weren't unhooked. There's 6 of them got unhooked, 4 of them ain't unhooked.
Yeah, they haven't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
yet.
if I destroy the structure from the center, the 4 remaining could accidentally fall.
Okay, then.
and then,
In
like,
that
get
case,
caught.
then, I will bonus action hex the executioner. And then I will, that will drop my
Yep.
See?
invisibility.
We don't have
and-
to. You don't have to change
Nope.
what you're gonna do.
And then I will cast Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
One of them's gonna be with vulnerability.
So,
Just out
yes, however, because I convert the damage to necrotic, I deal an extra d10 damage. I deal an extra damage dice.
Yes, you do.
So, the damage on... well, actually, I need to roll to hit first, because I've got 3 rays. So, first ray into the executioner. That is a 19.
Yeah, 19 will do it.
Okay, so I need to do that and that for a grand total of 22 damage doubled to 44.
On the executioner.
On the executioner,
The mage.
Yeah, the mage.
Yeah, okay, I was
The
going to say.
mage is the executioner.
There are 2 executioners. Sorry.
No, there's 2 elite guards, and then the mage is the executioner.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So I'm hitting
Yes,
him for
no,
44
yep.
points of.
44 points.
And that's the first Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that will be the first. That would be the only time it'd be doubled, though. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Yep. Okay, that's the first Eldritch Blast. Nice. 44
Are they
damage.
dead?
I put it on there.
Are they dead yet?
Nope, not dead.
Okay, cool. Second Eldritch Blast. That is a 27
Yeah, that'll hit.
for a measly 17.
Okay, right. They are alive but very hurt.
There's
Cool.
a third
Third
one,
one.
don't worry.
That is a 22. Because I rolled a 9. Sorry, no. I rolled a 9. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits.
4. 9, 14, 19 points of blasty damage.
Add a 0 onto the health bar.
Yeah.
I hate you so much.
And for reference, because of everything that I have, I essentially come out of invisibility, hex the guy. My shovel is becoming the scythe that it does when I go Form of Dread, and I just slam it into the guy's chest.
Yeah, you all just watch as Wayne just blinks into reality and just fucking sinks this scythe down into the mage's chest, splitting them in half. There is a spray of blood onto the ground, and just like and in one swift movement is just fucking killed on the spot.
A norte sumus limitaris. Which, for reference, if anyone does actually speak Sylvan, because I specifically went for it, it's in death we are truly free.
That's fucking Italian.
No, it wasn't. It was Latin.
Latin,
That's
close.
same shit.
So just checking, at the moment, we've got the Dragonborn, a symbol of the Morrigan, and Death Incarnate.
Yes.
Then we're going to have another symbol of the Morgan because I'm
Let's
going to
fucking
climb
go.
onto the fucking.
Yes.
Because I
No.
realized
Well,
I was
that's
like,
the other
I
thing.
can't take down the structure because 4 people are still hung. If I do that through the center, then they might accidentally hang themselves if they
Surprise
fall.
round means that people don't actually get to act, but when you attack, they're not surprised. So even if they went before you, you still get to go.
They don't get reactions or shit, you know.
Ooh,
Okay,
this
we can
is-
take down the structure later.
How
Oh.
well, they're thinking?
Because also, if I try and take down the structure now, then the archers can't cut the lines of the remaining 4.
No, the thing is, if you take down the structure,
Mhm.
assuming the nets don't immediately break, they won't die immediately from the hanging, and if the archers go soon after you, they can then shoot them down while they're taut.
Well,
Oh,
I am at the end
before
of the
you.
initiative,
Ooh.
but I don't know when the archers go. You know,
There's-
and I don't want to risk, like, them accidentally.
Yeah.
I
And
don't know.
If that does happen, could you spare the dying? It will last probably a round because obviously it's still actively got their necks doing that shit. So
Okay. I think Vola's gonna just kind of like decide in the moment to just like,
Uh,
defend the people that are uncut
we
until
do-
the rest of them are.
There
What?
are still the 2 like elite guards that you could fuck.
Exactly.
with
Yeah,
necklaces
that we could
on.
fuck up. Yeah, so I could distract them so the archers can get the other ones uncut,
Yeah.
and whoever's around can get them all out of there. And then we destroy the structure just to make a statement.
Jim,
All of a
you
Because
do
I
that?
was thinking
All of a
that
sudden,
the
a
structure...
Tarrasque appears. You know, just...
Yeah.
Whoa, what's Tiamat doing here?
Oh dear! Look,
The
look at
fuck
this.
did I just walk
Who's
back in on?
Tiamat?
is that
Imagine.
Elzanoid? So...
Yeah, I am.
It's fine. This is actually Dark Souls. The mage has a second phase with double the amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wish we had bosses. That would be like implements of like phase 2 and phase 3 would be a thing with like bosses.
I'm not saying anything.
Hi, Lewis. How you doing?
Hi. Hi.
Hi. We're so fair.
You... Okay. I can do something. I was going to use the mage's reaction to try and do an attack, but I'm
But
not.
they're dead and they died in surprise.
They died in surprise. I'm going to give them... I am going to give them a reaction, but they're not going to be able to cast it. They're not going to be able to cast a spell. Who here speaks deep speech?
It's one of the few that I don't have.
No, no one does.
1 minute. Why the fuck is
I do, however, depending on what it is, have comprehend language.
That
But
is
you need to
cast it.
Yeah, this is a reaction that happens in the middle of the initiative, so you're not going to have a chance
Well,
to cast it.
I've got Warcaster.
It's
That's melee a spell attack.
opportunity.
I know,
Yeah.
but L can rule of cool it, depending.
I don't think they're going to at this point. We're considering
Yeah,
how annoyed
it's
they
just
I'm
are.
going
something
to go
to
with the
think
fact as
about.
well
Let's
that
not
you
push
have
it.
that you because you've been casting to bring the siren in. I'm going to use that as a you're not
You're
not
busy.
going to have the chance to react as
You're
well as the
archaically
siren.
busy.
Yeah,
That is entirely fine. I
they
just thought I would bring
speak
it up as an
in
option.
deep speech, and you don't know what they say, but it is loud, and you feel it carry through the air as they say it, and there is no immediate effect from them saying this. Next up in the initiative order, we go to... would be them, but we're in a surprise round. The Union boys that were calling out from before are actually going to take their action. Oh no, they've taken it. The archers have taken the actions. The ones that are shouting, they're going to use their full movement to jump up forward, and they're moving in the crowd. They are going to use some of their abilities.
Do I need to pee again?
You are going to see these as these are not only paladins, but these are Oath of Solidarity paladins that charge forward, use their channel divinity, not channel divinity, sorry. They call up, and you can see that they give an immediate buff to the people around them. This buff moves up with the number of friendly creatures around you, as all of you are going to gain 5 temporary hit points each, as well as each of the commoners.
That will not affect me because Guardian of Nature has already given me 10 hit points.
Yeah.
Cool. In which case, that is, you're going to get bonus temporary hit points.
So temporary hit points can actually stack if they're from separate things.
If they're from separate things. So you are going to all get another 5 temporary hit points from them as they charge forward.
Solidarity.
All of us?
The paladins are the
Yeah,
introverts.
all of us.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, no, in my
For
Curse of
reference,
Strahd game,
if you want to learn
we
about
have
the
so many
paladins,
temporary
the
hit
Solidarity paladins, this is a creation of Big Fat Socialist over on TikTok. They're amazing, and I love them. As you watch them call forward, as they charge forward, they're going to move in, activate that. They're not going to take any offensive action because they are taking their time. They are using up their surprise round actions to boost
just
up
to
the
double
people
check.
around them.
This temporary hit points adds on to previous temporary hit points that you get.
Correct.
Because I already get 20 from Form of Dread.
Yes. So you've got 25 temporary hit points.
Nice.
So
yes, as long as it's from different sources, the temporary hit points stack.
and Bulla, you.
Cool. And she says, she'll like kind of like almost like
Oh,
on
wait,
top
where's
of...
the stream gone?
Oh no!
Also, I banned Gamer Boss 634, by the way.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Oh, the stream's back.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was gonna
good.
say I
Okay, I didn't see. Okay,
I haven't
we're
been
still
able
here.
to bamp someone in ages. I feel good.
Nice.
On top of
And, I've just seen that
Aloe-
Slytherin put a bunch of
Yeah,
itty
posture
bitties.
check
Thank you
and
for those itty
stretch.
bitties.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Look at all these goodies. Okay,
I missed
and
it.
okay, stream says we're back. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Awesome. We're back. Okay. But Bola simply walks onto the platform and activates rage. And as like, you know, the golden rage power we all know she has, she's gonna pull out the maul, and kind of stacking on top of Alos's inspiring, will, for the first time, when she says, the Morgan sees you, and you are the ones that are the heretics we have declared war. And we'll cast Channel Divinity on her weapon, on top of them all. And we'll activate them all, and then cast Channel Divinity on top of it.
Nice. Very
So
nice.
now the mall has 40 feet of light cast on it. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, and the wall of light sheds 120 feet of bright light and 120 of dim.
Yep.
Well, you don't have Wall of Light on anymore, right?
No, I don't. You're right. Yeah, I just.
But
noticed
I replaced it, kind of, sort of.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
really.
Yeah, you just...
Not really. Bulla is the Wall of Light. I'm just kidding.
I mean, with
but
shoulders
yeah.
like that.
Oh, excellent.
But
I mean,
she
Bulla's strong
positions
enough
herself. She positions herself mostly in front of the
Okay.
people that have already gotten the lines cut. So like she's trying not to obstruct from the lines that haven't been cut yet. More like kind of like defending
Oh,
the people that
Who
haven't
got
had
cut?
their nooses cut yet. Right. There's 6 out of the 10. that
Yeah,
have
Like,
it.
is it the non-important NPCs that got their lines cut essentially?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
That makes
The ones with eyes.
Yeah, the 4 named are the ones that haven't been cut yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So as many people as she can like stand in front of that have been cut already.
Cool.
Gonna stand in front of them.
So-
and just kind of wait for whoever's going to attack her first.
I'm going to do a morale save. And I need someone to roll against. And I need someone that I can roll against that can show me their dice.
I can do that.
Cool. This morale save they're going to make needs to beat your dice. Now,
Okay.
because that you have fucked some serious shit up here, you get to roll with advantage.
That's it.
And I'm going to give you a +5
Okay.
that they are rolling against. If you can get ready to show everybody, and if you can roll those dice. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
it
we
is
lost
connected.
you.
Great.
We
Hold
lost
on.
you, baby.
Oh god.
I'm gonna go pee again.
Okie dokie.
Am I visible?
No.
No.
Please don't tell me that I lifted up my fingers.
We had you for
Oh,
a
wait.
second.
Hello.
No.
We can't see you.
Wow, did I pick up my camera and decided to disconnect from the back of my computer? That's gonna be annoying.
Probably.
Oh, there
there
you
we go.
Hello.
Okay,
we see
cool.
you now.
Wow. Oh, hold on.
Oh no.
Oh god. What
This
we
is
would've
Maybe,
done.
maybe it shouldn't be me because apparently.
Vic, are you able to?
Okay,
I
so
mean-
I've got the ability to log in on my phone, and it will have 2 videos up. You want me to do that?
I mean, I can move my camera as well if needed.
My
Okay,
camera's
I'll tell you
on
what, let's
my
get Casey
laptop,
to move
so
the
I
camera
can't.
then.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Anyone that wants to.
So you're rolling with advantage. Oh, just ignoring the Magic the Gathering cards. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, but let's not. There we go. No,
Not
no,
sponsored.
no branding.
Not sponsored.
Yeah.
Not
No
yet.
branding.
Wizards of the Coast, Jesus.
I know, right? I mean, to be honest, it
Okay.
might not be sponsored, but I am definitely a whore for Wizards of the Coast if they want to give me money.
Please
There is
do.
a lot of things I will be willing to take money for, so yep.
So
You can see
plus
my baby
5.
twice. Yay! She's on a very different plane. So
Oh, yeah.
Go on then.
I'm
So
with
the
advantage
number
plus
that
5.
you need to beat is you need to beat a 22.
Oh no. Okay.
So you're rolling
But you
at
got
least
plus
a 17.
5.
You have got +5.
Those are. That is a 21 because that is a 16 there.
Ah, nice. Ah,
Um,
close.
can
Can I use
someone spend inspiration? Yeah.
Can I? I got inspiration earlier. Am I allowed to use that?
Yes, you are. You are.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's roll this one because it's easier to read. That is a 15 again.
Ah!
Oh, it just wasn't meant. Wasn't meant. It's all good.
I've got more inspiration. We can use one of mine.
I will accept it as
Yep.
defeat.
It ain't gay if it's your hustle. Slytherin, I live by that. I live by that motto.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pee, 'cause I need to.
So. You can
Have we
see
tried?
that the two guardsmen so far that see this, hearing the deep speech, you can see that that where the necklace reaches in onto those sort of sallow eyes, the eyes burn red. And I mean burn red. And the necklaces themselves start to glow, like, really prominently. I need... Who's gonna have the knowledge here? Saralise and
Yeah.
Alos.
Okay.
You can give me an insight or an arcana check.
I will absolutely go with insight because there is a 12 difference in that modifier. I have plus
I'm
one
gonna
arcana
actually
or
go
plus,
with Arcana.
I have
because
plus one arcana or plus 13 insight. So
Yeah,
I've got
that's
plus 5 to Arcana, and Insight has plus 4, so I'm gonna roll Arcana.
so that's another 15 for a total of 28. The dice apparently only rolls 15s now.
Wait, who's rolling insight
I
slash
am,
arcana?
and
Just me and Alyssa on the deep speech
Okay.
stuff.
No, Salvar found a cat.
Insight.
So 28.
Alos, you don't
Arcana.
speak deep speech. Arcana, what did you get for Arcana?
19.
Cool. On insight, Alos, you do not speak deep speech, right?
No, I didn't.
No, I don't. But you do recognize this stuff. Yes, Tuxedo Cat. Whee! We have Alfred. Alfred's joined us. You know that not only is this some seriously bad juju, you recognize the pulsing magics that is moving through this.
Yeah.
You think that was almost certainly some kind of call for help, some kind of homing beacon, some kind of distress signal.
Like that's a whatever demons way down below come to my aid and bring wrath upon my enemies type of shit.
More accurately, it's probably El being pissed off that we nearly unallied everyone in the first surprise round, and they're going to introduce a second wave. So,
Yeah, but in essence, you get a very deep feeling that you're going to have many more enemies to fight very soon. Like, that was definitely a call for reinforcement there.
That good to know.
That's what the
You
insight
can be
gives
out of
you.
there before that happens, though. So who knows?
Saralise, you're more specifically able to feel a massive surge of conjurative magics that moves through the both of the creatures. And I am saying creatures because on your Arcana, these two guardsmen, they're dead. These are dead boys. As this magics moves through them. But the other thing you can feel is divination magics that moves through this as well, through the arcane weaves that's coming from those from the creatures. Tis now the actual round, an actual initiative, which means, Saralise, it is now your turn.
I put the siren stats in Facebook if you haven't seen them, by the way.
Cool.
Alright.
God.
So, Starlight is... How many of these fuckers are there?
3 guards dead. There's one guy up at the front and 2 that are on the platform still.
The platforms are the 2 elite ones, right?
Yeah, 2 elite ones are the ones on the platforms, and they're the 2 that are pulsing with energy.
Okay. So, 2 elite ones on the platform, and there's... So it's how many total? I'm sorry?
There's 3 still standing at the moment.
Okay, then I am going to... cast Charm Person at 3rd level.
ooh.
Oh, yep.
And I'm going to hit all 3 of them.
Cool. With charm person. Okie dokie.
And it's a wisdom saving throw of 19 that they have to do.
Let's do that then. 19. So that's a failure.
Just think, charm person
Success.
ends as soon as someone acts hostile towards them, right?
Yes.
And who did you cast these on? Just so I know.
3 guards.
All 3 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I upcast it to hit all of them.
Just the guards, right? Or is it the mage as well? Or
The mage is
Mage
dead.
is dead.
okay, cool.
So you got 2 failures and a success. You've been doing well on your luck check, so I'm going to say that the failure is the last guard who's pinned to the floor at the moment by the by the crowd, by the mob.
Okay, so as Starlight casts Charm Person, you guys just see faint fire, like the glow like a firelight.
Yeah.
And she, just for flavor, in Infernal, tells them to sit down on the gallows and chain each other to one another.
Okay.
Kinky.
You guys are out of initiative temporarily because those 2 have now sat down, and yeah, you've now successfully charmed the both of them. I will say, actually, can you give me
Wait, they're charmed.
persuasion checks with advantage? Actually,
Okay, so they're charmed, but we still don't know what the deep speech mess is.
no,
Okay.
No.
you don't know what the deep speech is.
Which we can find out here in a moment, because they are still charmed.
Yeah.
That's if they are able to speak at this point.
They should be able to. Charmed
They're
Person
dead.
doesn't do anything that...
They're
That's fair. That is fair. So on the dice, that is a 17. So 17 plus 11, that's a 28.
Nice. Okay, so they comply to that pretty definitively. I am gonna move. I'm gonna leave this music on because yeah. So they sit down and they're starting to chain each other. You're all out of initiative. You can see that the mob is just wailing the shit on this last guard that's at the front. Like, has been completely disarmed. And actually, let me just do another check. Oh no, he did. Okay, they literally beat him to death with their bare hands.
Okay, I was going to say, if he was not dead, I was just going to walk over and very unceremoniously stab just to finish him off.
I'm going to say, you probably wouldn't know whether he was dead yet or not, so you can very much just still do that and just do that.
I'll just like, on the off chance he's in a coma at this point, just to put him out of his misery and...
Yes.
I mean, you've already murdered a child. I mean, you know. Just...
You see that the paladins gather up and call to the rest of them, and they shout out and saying, "Scatter before we are found." And you see the various people that have taken the weapons then start spreading out. You see the several of the sisters come forward, recognizing you, Alos.
Yeah. The ropes on the other 4 are still up, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
I'll
are we still in initiative?
You're
right
out
now?
of initiative.
So I assume between the 4 of us, we can very quickly go
Yeah.
and cut.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can
Well,
all
Bulla's
go
up
cut
there.
away.
Bulla
Yeah.
and Wayne are up there.
Yep.
I'm just hopping up and immediately chopping Soren's one.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll
specifically.
grab Dika.
Yep.
The other guy, the one who, like, as of yet remains unnamed. Crew.
True.
Brother.
I will probably, like, put my hand on their back
Yep.
and dimension door me and him away.
Cool. Okay, you grab him. Bang. You're out. Nice.
Bulla is gathering, seeing that everyone's cutting the lines of the other people, is gonna gather the rest of them that have been uncut to follow her.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Starlight has
Sorry, Joe.
liberated the key for the chains from the guards.
Nice.
Nice.
You mentioned the sisters were coming up to me.
Yes. The sisters charge forward, the ones that have come in as like the cavalry, which didn't actually need to do anything. And they come forward and say, Sorin, she's been saved. Are you okay, Alos? What on earth is happening?
So yeah, I imagine basically holding Sorin up at this point based on how shit she looked. Yeah. Still in the Garden Nature that lasts for a while. More than you could possibly sum up in a brief conversation.
Where do we go? We've been hiding in the city as best we can. We didn't know where to find you or to find anyone that was still alive.
I will, with my sword by the way, cut down Fipsby because no one's mentioned him yet.
Yep.
So I'll cut down Fipsby.
Yeah, fuck him. You know.
To the altar. It's empty. Through the side entrance, and we'll start urging them towards the secret tunnel.
Cool. You see that the dryads come over and follow, and you see that they beckon the dryads over to follow them as they all come to follow you. So you're leaving to take them to the side entrance of the temple.
Yeah, I will. If no one else takes them, I will urge Fipsby to come with us to stay safe as well.
Okay, is anyone else going to try and grab Fixby, or is Fixby going with them?
I think we just all follow Alos.
Bixby's also been blinded, right?
No.
Oh,
Only
okay,
the
then
two
that's
religious
fine. They
figures
can
have been
follow.
blinded.
Cool.
I will say as a reminder, you do actually have the escape route set up by the Union boys that have got you
I
to
literally
go down that way.
teleported following them. Like, I
Yes.
followed
right.
that.
And
So the
shit.
party is
So
currently
Lewis
splitting
grabbed-
so that you're all clear
Wait.
of what's happening.
Lewis grabbed Prue.
Bola will grab the remaining person who doesn't have eyes, which I believe is Deka.
Dika,
No,
Salvas.
I've got Dika.
There's the
You have
other
Dika?
people
Okay,
that
never
are
mind.
Fipsby
Then everyone
and the two
else that
paladins.
isn't with Alos is with Bola.
Okay, so Fixby's
Where's-
with Alos.
Where's Bulla heading?
Is Bulla going into the route with the Union, or is she going to head off towards Alos, to the temple?
Wait, why would she? No, she would definitely do the escape route. I don't know why she would go to the temple.
Where is Sally and what's it called? Alos, what's your mum's name again?
Soren.
Well, where are they going?
Soren's with Alos.
So-
Yeah, where are you guys going?
I'm going into the Temple of the Morgan because it's right next door for the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I don't know
taking
who's
other
got
sisters.
Sorin.
I said I'm basically
Yep.
holding Soren
So-
up and going.
Sorin is being dragged off towards the temple right now with Alos, as are the sisters and the dryads. And you said you got the two paladins, didn't you?
I don't know where the paladins are. I was just getting with the sisters because they'd come to me.
Whoever's not with Alos is with me.
Okay, cool.
The reason I'm going to the temple is because I, as Casey, and then using Alos's 2 levels of exhaustion, forgot there was the escape route set up.
I just want to ask, where's Sally going? I'm gonna go.
Sally is following the plan and going into with the escape route with the Union boys down into the sewers.
I guess I'm following Sally then.
Cool. Sally is barreling down. The rest, so it looks like everybody's going that way except for Alos, who's taken Sorin and the others to the temple.
Yeah.
Do any of us notice this by any chance?
What's your passive?
I mean, it's just 15.
I'm gonna say no because you're in the fog. This is very hard to see
that
through the
makes sense.
fog. So, as you're getting it, I'm gonna say that you do notice once you're down underneath in the sewer that Alos, the sisters, and Sorin is not
Sorin.
with you.
Fuck. She says that in character. Fuck.
Yeah.
Didn't
That
you
is
get
entirely
cured of your
my
exhaustion
fault.
before the thing?
Yeah.
I got rid of my exhaustion just before we started the fight, basically.
Oh, okay. You're still hazy on the. Okay.
Yeah, and
I'm
so
with you.
it was all last night, and then I, as Casey, fully just in the chaos forgot.
Yeah.
So that is my bad.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. So all of you are underneath being led through. You see that Lynch is, grabbing people, moving them through. You all head down into the sewers. Calls out to you and says, "Is that everybody?"
No.
Shit. Okay,
Where's
hold
Alos?
on. You see he reaches forward, grabs... Wayne's already gone.
Wayne's gone.
Wayne
grabs Buller
teleported
and
to
says,
the entrance.
points to the other two. Sorry, go on.
Wayne teleported to the entrance of the tunnel that we were all going to disappear
Okay.
down because he can't teleport somewhere he can't see.
Cool.
Oh, sorry, he can, but doing it's dangerous.
In which case, is going to look forward, grab Wayne, and says to everyone else, and says, "All of you go. Wayne, with me. We're going up." He pulls out from behind him a warhammer, and charges up back onto the surface, followed by two of his paladins.
Who's going out? Sorry.
Lynch.
Lynch.
Wayne, Lynch.
I'm
and
gonna
two
hand
paladins.
Lynch my hatchet.
Nice.
That's
With the
currently
holy weapon
glowing.
still cast on it.
And if someone somehow messages me, I can.
Blow it
Yeah.
up.
Cool. Charges forward. Wayne, perception check, please.
Let's
I'm
have
doing
a
the
drink.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Perception. Wow. 19 plus 1, 20.
Nice. Dirty 20. Okay. The two guards look
Guard
very
just holds the
happily
warhammer.
chained together and are just kind of stood there as they've chained themselves up in front of the gallows. Most of the other people you can see are clearing away. You can hear a whistling sound in the air as Lynch looks around, and I'm going to say that you cannot see Alos, but you do see a dryad disappearing in the fog, moving away inland into sort of like the alleys that lead away from the street.
Yeah, I will point and kind of start running in that direction. I will, looking at the gallows themselves, because they are a reminder of what's happening. I'm going to press digitation to start lighting the gallows on fire.
You light the gallows on fire as they start to burn. You are running forward towards the temple as you hear that little sound, this strange little whistling sound, becomes a rumble, and it is a growingly loud rumble. The two paladins, Lynch and you make it up towards the alley. Second perception check this time, please. They're not seeing much more than you so far.
That is an 18.
On an 18. Alos, you're leading them to the side entrance and then shoving them all in, aren't you?
Yeah, basically, because we found out yesterday that the altar was basically that temple was basically abandoned, entirely empty. So pushing them in through there.
Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna say that Wayne remembers because you were taken into the temple through this, weren't you?
Yeah. Wayne and Sal.
I helped discover it. I just never went through it.
Yeah.
No, you did, because we then had the fight where I almost shot you.
Following where you saw the dryad going, you realised you were in the alley next to the temple where the side entrance is. As as Lynch looks around, and can't seem to think, like, none of you can see where anybody's gone.
I will point out as well that when Alice and Tava got back, I did mention that the temple was empty.
Yes, you did.
Immediately opening the secret entrance.
There's a dryad there that looks ready to attack until the dryad recognizes you.
We had a plan that Alos forgot.
I have no idea of what the plans are around here. I'm just defending it. They're all moving up inside. You gotta come in. Quick.
Yeah, go inside.
As you're doing so, on the 18 perception check, that rumble not only is getting louder, but you can see that the sky above you starts to glow as the air, you can see the sky, gets brighter and brighter, like the sun is breaking through the fog.
Okay. Going inside and closing the door.
Yep.
And then booking it so I'm not near the fucking explosion. Because that sounds like a meteor swarm.
As you're booking it in, do you say anything about that? to the others.
The only word that I will wind up saying is big incoming.
Cool. Insight of the paladins to see if they can try and get onto... Yeah, they're fine. So they see you booking it and start charging, and when you catch up Alos, you see them all running up really quickly towards you. Do you say anything to Alos?
Get down.
Okay, all of you can get down. Everybody underground, I need you to give me dexterity saving throws.
How, between the get down and making the dex save, is there enough time to do an action?
The ones of you that are in the temple, because you've been told to get down, I'm not making you roll a dex save.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's everyone else who got into the tunnels.
Yeah.
30-20.
Cool.
Bulla has danger sense.
She can't see it. She's underground. Oh no.
Oh yeah, I do have danger sense. Okay.
Yeah, danger sense you would have to see.
Dexterity save, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. That's a 15.
Cool. Salvar.
Ah, yeah. Sorry. Natural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
So,
Sorry,
all of you are fine. I'm gonna get sorry, you don't take any. I'm gonna give you 5 points of bludgeoning damage for you, 10 for Bulla. However, all of you notice as you just feel this slam as the ground lurches backwards and forwards. Those of you in there watch as Bulla, one of the paladins, and one of the captured paladins and one of the Union men are all just have falling rubble pin them to the ground as just all these rock and stones just and they are knocked over and are pinned to the ground as the collapsing tunnel traps them down. This tunnel is still shifting and moving as you hear this massive strike, and you can now hear the rumbling sounds following it up afterwards. Lovely. What are you going to do immediately on seeing this, those of you in the tunnel?
Fuck.
Well, I'm pinned along with one of our Union paladins and a captured paladin.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. So you
Okay.
can do it. You
Okay.
can do an athletics check to break free.
For sure.
Can
I have a weird idea.
I
Go
have a
on.
weird idea as well.
Okay, of course you two do.
Can I go over to the rubble and Starlize, like, give one of the big pieces a hug and, like, dimension door it out of the way?
You could dimension door like a huge piece of rubble out of the way. I'll let you do that. Okay, you can do that and just like dump and release one of the captured paladin immediately. Nice. Salva, what are you gonna do?
Could I? This is some bullshit here. Is Bulla raging at the moment?
Well, technically, my rage drops because I didn't get to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't get to say. I didn't get to do anything.
Could I do?
Sorry.
Sounds.
No, it's okay.
I'm gonna do some bullshit here. I mean, can I do incite greed on Bulla just to give her the extra incentive to get out of that fucking rubble? And by that I mean,
no, I'm gonna say
I don't
that's
think
not really that's going a little bit outside of the spell, but I like the idea.
Yeah, I'll get that. In that case,
Well, I can just rage again.
Yeah.
I can just rage again.
in that
But-
case, I'm gonna hand Deeker off to the next person. I'm just gonna use obviously Salva and Mecha Salva and just sort
Yeah.
of like lift up the boulder up, help Bulla up, lift the boulder off her, and then
Thank
eventually
you.
Lift that Mekusi.
Because yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Do I get the athletics check with advantage then?
You do, yes.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Bass.
Amazing. Hey, Bassy. Bassy's been here for a while and giving us all of our.
I
freaking-
didn't.
I
I looked away from the
hydrate.
Twitch.
So that is.
I didn't think of
that
the
is a
obvious.
filthy 20.
Oh,
For that athletics check.
nice.
Thank you.
Couldn't I have
That's
just
my
grabbed
favorite.
someone's hand and then dimension door?
Yes, you could have.
Yeah, you could have, but you didn't. You wanted to hug the boulder. You see, Sarah seems like the person who had a pet rock when they were a kid. So I just.
She did not. She had a pet raccoon.
But as soon as Bola is out, we'll
had
ask
a trench
Salvar to get the Okay, no. Sour Lies got the capture paladin away. I'm free. I'm gonna try and get the other paladin free.
Cool. Okay, we're getting this other paladin free. We can definitely do that. I'm just gonna say as well, because you've rolled well, you're free and you're able to get the last paladin free and keep moving. The roaring sound is still going in the background. And I'm going to need a repeat of everyone doing dexterity saving throws again.
Is this including the people in the temple?
That's going to include the people in the temple. On the people in the temple, you just felt the temple just rock backwards and forwards as though there was a huge earthquake that just like knocks you around. But because you're inside the temple, there is arcane protection on this.
We finally broke the dungeon master. We've done all this bullshit in the first round, and now they put a nuke on us.
This is called Meteor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a nuke.
There's three strikes.
Yeah.
Yep.
What save was it?
Dexterity.
Dex.
Can I
had a
still not
24.
see this?
I'm going to say you get danger
You're
sense
aware
now
of it
because
now,
you're very aware of the fact that there's a fucking threat.
Hold on.
So,
For the sake of the various buffs I've got, is this against a saving throw? A spell, sorry.
I mean, kind
I have
of. But I'm going to
advantage
say, for the sake of this, no, because
Okay,
what
cool.
you're dodging is the effects of the spell as opposed to the spell itself.
Cool.
I got a 22.
17.
I got a dirty 20.
Also a 17.
Cool.
17
alright.
again. Interesting.
24.
Move with Zac Efron.
Okay, you're all okay. Inside the temple lurches for a second time. This time, some of the support structures collapse onto the ground. And I'm going to say one of the Sisters of the Morrigan is pinned and another is wounded but not pinned to the ground.
Are we within the fully within
Yes.
the temple now?
You are fully within the temple. The temple is being physically rocked.
Can I just grab the hands of the two people and using the temple's weird magic will teleport them 5 feet forward?
Are you sure?
So, is there rubble all around?
Yeah, there's rubble dropping in various areas. It's just the two. One of them is pinned by rubble, and the other was just wounded by rubble that landed near them.
Okay, the one that's fully pinned, I'm going to go and grab, and if the space behind us I can see is currently clear, teleport the two of us back to that point, because last time I was aware the magic's still up.
Okay, so just to explain to you again that you're not so much teleporting as you are shifting the internal geometry of the place.
Yeah.
So when you flick them back, you are also flicking the rubble with them, but now giving it the inertial strength of being moved back by 5 feet.
Would
no,
Alos know?
I'm holding this one because
Okay, that's fair.
I asked you if you were sure, and you committed to the action.
That is fair.
As you do grab and do... Yes, they are successfully freed as you now just yeet a boulder through the air backwards past people. Although I'm not going to make it hit anyone. I am nice enough not to, but everyone does have to duck out of the way as this boulder is just sent flying through the air.
It's okay. It's
Thank
panic.
you, O benevolent DM.
It's okay. It's just panic.
I will kind of move up to hold Sorin, and I will tell everyone in the room right now, grab Sorin. First of all, I'm going to say to Sorin, can you hear me?
Nods.
Think teleportation circle. As in, I want everyone to grab Sorin, and then I want all of us to be teleported to the room with the teleportation circle. And that is including...
the boss room.
The boss.
Lynch, that's
place. His name. I was going to say Thresh, because that's on my mind at the moment.
Why can't we get his name right? I thought it was
Lynch.
Like...
Okay,
I keep thinking Stephen Lynch, just...
Basically, when I say teleportation circle, I look at Lynch, and I'm kind of giving him that eye. It's like, are you ready?
Ah, yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'll still be holding on to Sorin during this.
As they all grab on, and you are moved into the room with the teleportation circle, to which Lynch moves forward, and I'm gonna need the next round of dexterity saving throws from everybody.
Okay.
I'm
That
gonna
is
give
higher than
myself
4, that's
guidance on
23.
this just in case. Which is
Guidance
good.
doesn't affect saving throws.
Oh my god.
It's only
this
ability
is
checks.
bad.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't really. But that isn't 19 anyway. So
6.
15.
With advantage?
Yep.
Oh wow. 15 on my
Dirty
part.
20.
Okay, dirty 20 passes.
Rolled a 4 and a
Bulla
3.
and Alos fail.
Okay.
Wayne,
Oh, 23.
nice. Salvar,
19.
cool. Bulla, Alos, you are both pinned under rubble that drops down upon you. Unfortunately, they didn't roll very well on this one. So in the teleportation room, the roof caves in, and a whole bunch of the sisters and both of the dryads are now just covered in the plaster from the top
Are
of
we
the wall.
on the circle?
Hmm?
Are we on the circle?
You are next to the circle, not on top
Shit.
of it.
I'm
As you
gonna-
all
In that
And
case, I'm going to do the
pins.
same thing and get Bowler out again. Mech powers for the win.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So I will Misty Step myself out
Cool.
of it.
That's
Okay,
27
cool.
on my
Alos has Misty
athletics
stepped
as
themselves
well.
out of it. Salvar Saralise, not only is Bulla pinned, sorry, I didn't get to say what underground. Underground, a whole bunch of the commoners and the other Union boys have all been pinned themselves. So many of them failed. There is at least 15 of them that are now pinned by rubble.
We can't save them. No.
We
Can't
We
tell
don't-
Bulla that.
You have to try
yeah.
because we're doing
Yeah.
this
Have
with
to.
the Union.
We have
It's
to.
true.
But I will tell you that I rolled a 27 on that athletics check to
Nice.
get off.
So yeah, Bulla, you just out is like there's not even really a gap. There's just that moment of goof. There's that half a second of just being covered, and then there is just effortlessly just going bang as you just push it all away from you.
I'm going to risk some shit here.
Cool.
Can I do Divine Intervention?
Could try.
Try. I need to beat a 12.
You can try for a divine intervention if you can show me those die.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
This
With
is
a 27, while he's doing that, with a 27, can I get some people from?
I'm gonna say you
underneath
can
this
get
rubble?
2 more people out as you just go doof, 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 and just pull them through.
Right, I'm trying to roll this here. If it falls off, so I've got my
Yep.
D10 and my D100.
Nice.
No.
No.
No, there's a 66.
You reach out to Arwen and find no replies. It's like, oh my god, fucking
Oh,
hell.
fuck it. Arrow's a cunt anyway, so...
We're sorry.
I mean,
Your call
honestly.
did not go through.
Um,
Please hang up and try again later.
on the temple ends, is it all like one large piece of plaster that's fallen down, or is it various segments?
One large piece.
I'll walk up to it and like start trying to lift the edge of it. I'm very weak; it won't work. But I will cast polymorph on myself and turn into a giant ape as I just grow outwards to be able to heave this up.
Nice. Give me an athletics with advantage on that using the ape stats.
Giant ape. 1 minute. I'm just searching those up.
Ah,
Let's see.
sorry.
Starlight,
Alice
are you
has
gonna do
done that.
anything?
Alright.
Starlight is going to try to help people,
Cool.
but she's not very strong.
Athletics check.
I have one way to intervene this after this, if the DM will like it, and also if I can get another round of that shit, but that's up to the
Yeah,
DM
no,
master.
that's not happening.
With
That's a 9.
Yeah, no.
with the giant ape strength and advantage, that is a 25.
You lift it up enough to allow people to start crawling out and getting free of it. A bunch of them come away and are able to get towards the teleportation
Did
circle.
Lynch get pinned?
Lynch is not pinned.
Okay, so Lynch is
So Lynch
casting.
can help too. Yeah.
Yes, so Lynch is on the circle, changing it to get ready to
Okay,
bounce their way
no,
out.
that's yes.
Roll.
Is the cave still collapsing at this point, or is just people just pinned?
These people are pinned. Again, you're not really sure what's collapsing it. Nothing's actively collapsing this second, but you can hear the roaring sound in the air above you.
I am going
Long as
to
the shit lasts.
jump
Oh my
out the.
God.
I'm going to jump out the mech suit, command the suit to help people, get as many people as I can. If it seems like it's falling in, they're going to use their fucking body to hold the ceiling up. I'm
Yep.
going to get as many people out as I can.
Yeah, I'm helping Salvar
All
with
right,
that as
both
well.
of you
Obviously.
give me athletics checks, please.
I am
Oh
down. To,
my
I am
God,
back
here we
down
go.
to. I am no longer in the mech suit.
Cool.
But the Mexu is helping, so it's
Yes,
okay.
the mech
Yes.
suit is helping.
There
wait,
are, by
just-
the way, the remaining ones who are out, who aren't pinned, are moving back to, are actively helping both of you to pull
Yeah.
people free.
I rolled a.
That's a
s-
16.
I rolled a 17, 15 plus 2.
Cool. Both
Yeah.
of you are able to get 2 more people out.
Okay,
I need to roll
but
for the
there
mech
was
suit, don't
15
I?
down.
I
Hold on.
will drop. Can we still hear the rumbling coming from inside the temple?
Yes.
So after lifting the thing up, I'll drop polymorph, heading into the center of the circle. Last ditch efforts are a vibe at the moment, so I'm going to like reach my hands out, thinking protect on the armor. I don't know if that does anything. This is Alice just trying for
The
shit.
armor switches you into the armor, or the oracle's armor in its original form, but
Yep.
again grows out with this like healing light and energy that moves around you, that starts encasing the people around you.
Okay, cool.
And basically, you are giving a bless out to a bunch of these people to give them some benefits because the next impact comes in. Another round of dexterity saving throws, please.
Does the bless affect myself, or is it just the people around me?
Just the people around you. So that would
Cool.
apply to Wayne.
That is a 18 on the dex save.
Cool.
23.
And another 15. God damn. how
18
many of
again.
these?
27, thanks to that.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Everybody, Buller, you are pinned again by falling
Awesome.
We're all
rock.
getting
It's
bullied by
dex.
the earth.
My dex is not high. Like,
Yeah,
this is
I
crazy.
just like the fact that in this rapid space of time, every single impact has knocked your ass to the ground. and
Except
you've
one.
Except one, but you have effortlessly, immediately just gotten rid of it each time. So it's this thing of just annoying more than anything. Like,
Everyone
damn
down,
it!
everyone down in the thing is just hearing this like.
Bye bye mech suit.
How's the casting with Lynch going?
Lynch is about to complete. Alos.
Yeah.
It's at this point that the ground after the impact lurches again, and you can hear a bending and breaking sound. Insight check really quickly.
Ah. 30-20. 7 plus 13.
The ground becomes uneven as it slants, and you realize the temple is collapsing. It is actively collapsing under its own weight. The structure itself is falling apart because you can feel the internal non-Euclidean geometry beginning
shit.
to break apart as the physical integrity of the building is failing.
I just still holding Soren up, turning to Lynch. If you're going to do it, please do it now.
Okay,
How
lovely.
many people are freed, or is everyone free?
Everyone's freed from the plaster. From what
No.
I said. No.
If you remember what I said, there are 2 more people still under the plaster.
Oh shit. Okay.
Shit. Right. Hold on. I'm going to. I might hurt the 2 people underneath slightly, but I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the plaster on top of them to rubble.
Bang! You blow the Eldritch Rubble, the rubble, blast it with the Eldritch Blast, and are able to get both of them free as Mike,
Lynch.
as Lynch immediately just, and you are all able to escape the temple. Those of you underground, those that are pinned are still there. I'm on the second roll with the failures. 2 of them have been killed. 2 of the commoners have now died underneath the rubble. The others are wounded, but you are able to get them free. The effect is no longer happening. I will clarify so that everyone is aware. Yes, you have had 4 impacts of a meteor swarm just slam down into the front onto the docklands where you were standing.
I'll do another athletics check to get out from my boulder.
Yeah.
I will go past Buller, just sort of like slap her around the face, give her, with a guidance.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Sorry,
Nice.
not this time.
I
but
didn't really need it, but thank you.
Yep.
And then
I'll
get
do it
res-
anyway.
I'll
Yeah,
get
do it
the rest
anyway
of them
because
out.
if you get a really
I'll
high
do it
number,
anyway.
you can save a bunch
That's
more
fine.
people.
That's a 26
Nice.
to get out.
For reference, that is 4 orbs of fire that do 20d6 fire and 20d6 bludgeoning each.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You are all. The reason that all of you are not taking all of that damage is that all of you were in sheltered places, but still being hammered the shit by the impact waves of each of them hitting. So
The problem is they all happen at the same time. Like, they do happen, but it's like one of those things where you pick 4 separate points.
yeah, it is, but I have changed that because that's stupid. So I've
Can I
made
ask-
them hit one round after the other, basically.
Okay, can I do some very, very stupid shit? Well, I say stupid shit, it actually could have sounded pretty cool, actually.
You are able to free the people that are still there and move. Only
And
2
alive.
of them have died.
Okay, I'm going to use one of the... Oh, shit. Hang on, I need to quickly check...
You're not going to cast Revivify on a commoner, are you?
No. Something like that, but I mean... How many of those can I do? Nope, that one.
Huh?
Not that
Shit,
one.
hold on. I'll be back in just a second. Run interference. Sponsored P break. Run interference. Okay.
Salva is
Okay.
going to do some strange
I need to get
things.
dressed anyway because I gotta leave in like 40 minutes.
Yeah,
What happened?
We need to... things are happening, 2 people are dead.
They can still hear you.
Okay.
1 second.
Let's go. Where the fuck is that fucking spell? I
What
know I
spell
have
are you
it, but
talking about?
it's not. It's not right. I want to do some undead shit to.
Raise dead?
No, not raise
Animate
it,
dead.
Yeah.
3rd level, animate dead.
Thank you.
Oh, and you're doing this right in front of the freaking Morgan
No,
people?
I don't have that. I thought that was a default spell. It's not, apparently.
No, not for grave clerics. It's death clerics that get it.
That's the one. Shit, yeah. The one I have is
You wanted to animate, you wanted to animate dead in front of Morrigan people. That's kind of a...
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste that spell in that case. So it's
You
just-
don't have it, so it's fine.
Oh no, I have raised dead.
Let
Yeah,
me
no,
read to you,
raise dead's reviving someone from the dead. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Rob, let me read to you the tenets of the Morgan.
That will show
Remove
not
the
suffer.
undead filth from this world.
Well, they will be removed. They are going to be removed. They're just alive temporarily as tools to save the living. You know.
The fact that I'm around, the fact that I'm around as a tolerance is like pushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Alos not killing Wayne on like 17 different occasions is a oof. But yeah, no. Given the desecrating the dead bit, if people of the Morgan are around, you'll probably get your ass smashed.
Yeah, considering raised dead is an hour as well with casting time. Yeah, that's not gonna work. There was something I did ages ago. Yeah, I'm not an earthbound motherfucker, so. Alright, I'm gonna eat my whack.
Just checking.
By that I mean
while-
macaroni.
Okay, just checking whilst we're on interference. We got the scrolls of mass heal, powered harm, and mind cage. Who got those? Because I don't remember.
We never did. Well, I know we've discussed it, but I can't remember who got what. I know Wayne. I think Wayne got one of them. I know.
Wayne got mind cage.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got. Yeah.
I feel like Salva had the mass heal.
No, I gave that to someone else because I already have that as a spell.
No, mass heal was the 9th level one.
Oh yeah, no, you are right, but I still gave that to someone else because I already do heal.
Okay, and then power word harm someone had.
I thought that was the one that Wayne got.
No, Wayne got mind cage.
I've got it then.
I'm looking at my notes on D&D Beyond, and I don't remember what I meant by bearing of the Kuatoa.
Oh, because because the Kuatoa that we rescued is probably long gone and missing. So. You know, the one that we rescued and completely
No,
forgot
I
about?
remember the Kuatoa. I just don't remember what I mean by this.
No, wasn't it a boon that you got from them? They gave you a little gift.
Look, I'm surprised I'm even, like, mildly cogent right now.
Show me, I'm fine. I will say one thing though, I've got my appetite back.
That's
That's
good.
good.
So I'm not gonna summon. I'm not gonna. Ooh. Wait, what spell do I even have active? That's the question. Oh wait. Oh no, that's not gonna work. No, that's not gonna work. That's
Leave
not
it.
gonna work. Damn it, where's Tor? Didn't take that spell with me. I said, Tor, help! What? Splat. And, oh, God. I don't know why, but you know that pain I got on my sternum that I mentioned? I'm eating, and every time that something passes through it, it feels like... To not be so vulgar... Well, I'm going to be quite vulgar when I say this. It feels like, you know, when you have, like, a jagged poo.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
As in the thing where it's constipation, but...
Sharp. Oh. But I do feel better.
I've got, like,
reading them.
no spells that are useful in this moment except for, like,
Yeah.
spells. Starlaze is left with, Well, I've still got the siren with us, right? How long does that last?
I don't know if the siren managed to get into the tunnel, because does the siren need to swim?
No, Siren does have a 30-foot
No.
walking speed.
Oh, okay.
Conjure Fey does last for an hour.
So, yeah.
Didn't you cast Charm Person?
So you would have lost Conjure
Yeah.
Fey.
Yeah.
With
that's a-
concentration. Conjure Fey definitely.
Normally summoning spells are
Oh.
concentration.
Charm Person is not concentration.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
Wow.
Sorry, I had to.
Vic is just
Victoria
getting
can
changed
hear.
at the moment.
She's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
She can hear.
and Ella can't do bullshit, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So Starlaze could have been using the fucking, siren to try and help.
Yeah. The siren, I will say, has just been right at the center of being meteor swarmed. We kind of lost track of where the siren was. Damn it.
So Siren be a pile of ashes.
Yeah. The siren just got nuked. Whoops. Sorry about that. I lost track of where the siren was.
So I pulled Buller out. Well, Buller pulled themselves out. I think at this point, myself, and the armor are just gonna leg it.
Cool. I think that, yeah, people have been pulled away, so we're able to get up, we're able to get moving away from all of this.
Everyone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
gets back
jump up
up.
in the air and get the armor to engulf me again.
Other
I am
than-
going to say that
She-
you are all able to get away.
Yep.
I'm
And
here.
I have the armor back on.
we
Right.
are now back at the Union in the aftermath.
I'm gonna quickly peek.
Cool. Those of you with Mike have now teleported back in on the teleportation circle and have been brought.
Lynch.
Right.
Michael
okay.
Lynch.
So yeah, no. To give all of you an idea, this character,
Michael Lynch.
yeah, this character is Mike Lynch and is directly based on the leader of the Trade Union Congress in the UK,
Mike Lyncher is?
Mark Lynch. Yeah.
Oh no, I was saying so. I said Mike Lyncher is.
Oh,
Guys, I have to leave in 30 minutes, so can we keep
Yes.
the
Okay.
jokes to a minimum, please?
Sorry,
so.
buddy.
And that's why I keep saying Mike when I mean to just say Lynch.
Mm.
But so, you are back, gathered at the Union, bloodied, bruised, with a collection of dryads, sisters, prisoners, commoners, and union members all
Dropping form of
bedraggled.
Fair.
Dropping Form of Dread.
Yep.
I'm going to turn to Alos.
Yep.
And very much for some reason, with a burst of emotion that he didn't realize he had. What the fuck were you doing?
I'm sorry, in all of the chaos, my mind slipped. I went to the first thing I associated with safety.
It's a good thing you had a teleportation circle. Otherwise, we would all be dead.
I'm sorry.
I don't know about you. Mike speaking goes, Lynch. As Lynch kind of looks up and says, any fight that we walk away from is a good fight. And we're alive.
You're all initiates, yes?
Looking at the sisters, they all nod.
How many of you are extremely well versed in healing?
You see that most of them don't, just shake their heads no, but you see the two dryads that you brought with you do, and then start giving you, they take out herbalism kits and start handing out medicines to people.
We need Salvar, we need the Great Restoration. I think that can restore eyes.
That would be regenerate.
That would be regeneration, yeah.
Yeah, to clarify, their eyes have been fully removed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they have no eyes.
They'd be plucked, yeah.
Yeah, they'd be plucked.
I will send off a healing spirit at 3rd level, just the most wounded people, just to give them 2d6.
I'm going to do Aura Vitality
as well. Yep, to heal up everybody.
Taking a dagger, I'm going to very carefully take the string out of Thingy's mouth.
Yes.
Beaker or raw?
Crew.
Probably both.
Yeah, you can do it for both of them.
Yeah, I'll basically do it for
medicine check.
Oh yeah.
Guidance.
Guidance. I will also use knowledge from past life. Weirdly doing reverse autopsy level stuff. Like
yeah.
Shit. 18, 22, 25, 26.
Nice. You are able to remove the stitches by just a couple of you kind of are able to get an image of how long the wire is, and are able to cut in a few points that allows it to pull away separate. Painfully, both of them are in extreme pain as the wire is pulled through. But you are able to get them to be able to speak. I take a bottle
of like rum of some kind, some strong thing, and I'm literally pouring it across their mouth as like I'm like helping pull the wire through.
Yeah.
I will also, once that's out, give a first level cure wounds to both of them, just to help somewhat with the holes in their face.
Chapstick.
Yeah. As they're both calling out, you can hear from Dika saying to the others and saying, my thanks. I didn't think I was going to make it. Oh.
Hello, friend.
Salvar, is that you?
Yeah.
Dika puts her hand around the back of your head and sort of puts your forehead against hers as she pulls you in closely and just says, I need friends right now.
You have them.
Everyone else swore allegiance to him, but I couldn't give in to his heresy. I couldn't.
I wanted to warn you. Just so much happening.
I know. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's my fault. I didn't lead them away in time. I knew he was wrong. I didn't stand up to him while I had the chance.
If they can rest, can't Soren cast Regenerate?
As Soren would have that capability, yes.
Speaking of Soren, if Rob, do you have more to say in that conversation?
Nah.
I would just helping Soren along. I have someone you might want to talk to.
Oh, Alos, you are the exact person I wanted to see more than anyone. Are you okay? Pulls you in tight.
Oh yeah, hug deeply. As strong as a 7th strength hug could possibly be.
Yeah.
Woo!
He is a strong word.
You might want to wait until you see something before you say that. And I will, shuffle over looking for Sally.
You look over at Sally. Sally is just frozen to the spot as Soren looks up. There's this moment of Soren not recognizing for a second. And then just looking dumbfounded as the pair of them just absolutely freeze on the spot looking at each other.
Why, I cast a spell.
She lets go of you, gives your hand a squeeze as she says, Sally? To which he looks back, runs over, pulls it into this huge hug. You watch, by the way, Sally's, pretty big. You know, Salvar's pretty big. So is Soren. Soren picks Sally up. I mean, hug off floor, right? There is just a full beasts out as just picks him up into the air, right? As they hold each other, and there is a moment of silence as they hold each other. The both of them go to the ground as, seemingly with the weight taken from their legs, they just are on the floor, kind of laying down, kind of sat, just slumped over, holding each other. As she's just saying, I'm sorry, over and over again to him, she just says, I'm sorry. You hear Sally just doesn't even say a thing, you just hear a whimper of tears as Sally just fully is crying as they hold each other for a moment. There is quiet in the air as people look amongst each other. All of you can see that there is a lot of traumatized faces, and there is a number of the commoners that were just there. Most of them are scattered, but the ones that followed you down, just look terrified and bemused by what has barely been a minute of time, right? Of what has happened in the last 60 to 90 seconds, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Salvar steps out of his armor at this point.
Yeah.
And just sort of not walks up, but sort of walks in view of Sally, and and just sort of a slight nod by Alos. So yeah,
you kind of go over and nod. Sally looks up and mouths without being able to even get the words out, and just mouths at you and says, "Thank you." You see that Soren pulls him out of the hug and has a moment of clarity on her face as she looks up at the both of you and says, "You two, oh my God, you need to go. You need to go now before they get here, before they follow you. Either of you, how is this possible?"
Long story. Dead. Never mind.
What do you mean we have to go?
Why?
The souls. Those necklaces. They control everybody. They are collecting the power of the souls. They empty people.
Salvar just looks at the staff at this point.
You have the power. Both of you have it. The Dragonborn has the ability to make it permanent. To turn everybody that they've stolen into automata. And to shred and rip the souls, destroying them entirely, converting them into raw energy and power, centralizing them on a single person.
And we'll run. We'll leave the...
They know who you are. She does. The puppet master, wherever she is, she controls all of them.
Wayne leaves the room as a direct result of the fact that they mentioned the puppet master and she.
Yeah. Wayne, you leave the room, and she follows up and she says, They have your sense. Anywhere you go, they can follow you through the astral plane. They can detect your soul and follow it.
What?
They are coming for you. They know where you are right now.
Salva,
Anybody you are around is you are an active danger whilst you are in this plane. They can follow you even outside of this plane. You have to travel far, not only out of the prime material, but as far as possible.
Is Aegina far enough?
What?
What do you mean, Aegina? As she looks up.
Starlize is home.
Aegina is a plane of its own. As I understand, you come from a realm that isn't of these. It exists beyond the outer planes. It is its own material plane from some distance with connections to our Fey world. I mean,
Starlight, I can't take us there yet. I don't have the knowledge. I'm so close to the knowledge to do that spell, but I can't take us there yet.
Then how do we get you away? Because, and you see that she stops and says, I can't even release your soul. Even if you pass away, your soul could be followed. Nowhere you go, nobody near you is safe. I'm sorry, Salva, but you have to leave. We have to get you to safety. We have to get you far away, and if you can't cast, who can? There is a murmuring around the room.
I look down towards Sally. You seem to remember a lot of your power. Do you know that enough to take them?
Sally looks out at the rest of you and says, it's not fair.
I'm so sorry, friend. I wanted to give you a final goodbye that you deserved.
It's not. I can't. I won't. As he looks down at the ground in front of him, looking down, you can hear a whimper of what was tears of relief come to very genuine tears of despair. There is silence as the air goes. He looks up and says, I can't. I only just found her.
This was always meant to be a final moment, my friend. You knew this.
If you're with you.
But I thought, I fight for you, pointing at you, Salvar. You're my future. I can't condemn me to be fucking thrown into the winds.
Not your future. I am different to you. That is why you exist the same as I do. We share the same face, but not, from what I can tell, the same soul.
But you're friends.
We are. And
We will always be friends.
But you'll never see them again.
It's an honor to...
Looking at you, Buller, as he looks up just with this look to you, as he says, none of you, they will be gone. You can't.
And Bulla will look at Sourlies and Salvar. Definitely teary-eyed. I will take a deep breath. We are the champions of Winimere.
Salva goes up to Bulla, gives her a big hug. Nothing. This has never happened before. I just want to point out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Never, but it's the biggest hug ever.
Yeah.
And we'll pull out of the hug, but we'll look at Salvar.
Before you do that, I'm just gonna whisper in your ear.
Oh God.
You could feel him putting something in your backpack. He needs to someone that can help you. Can help Wayne.
She'll nod. And when we do pull out of the embrace, we'll just look at Sally and Starlight and Salvar, and then to the rest of the group.
Starlight is going to come up to Bulla and give a hug.
Oh yeah,
And
another hug.
pull out the party gold.
Oh, that's right. The secretary bestowed
I have
upon-
been
don't give
holding
the
this the entire time.
That's true. We'll grab it. This is very
Heavy.
sucks. And as we're doing this exchange and stuff, and we'll just kind of say, kind of being like, we are the champions of Winimere, and now we have to be the champions of Azrock. We've held a heavy burden before. We can do it again. Ewan made his sacrifice. They understand the sacrifice they must make now. We all do.
As we step away, I stop for a moment. I look at Alos, dead in the eyes, and throw the staff over to them.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Wait, your staff?
Mm-hmm.
The staff is to own.
Oh.
Alice had kind of like taken a step back because there was a whole Heroes of Winimere thing going on. So there's kind of a fumble of catching the staff and of genuine shock across their face. And do not need this.
If I know where I'm going, I won't need anything anymore.
Alos, the staff, as you hold it, you can feel the marks on your arms hurting as they feel it. The staff almost rejects you when it grabs and attunes itself to you so quickly.
Does it force something out of the attunement then?
I'm going to... oh shit, it's going to have to, isn't it? Yes.
There are 6 charges in there, I want to point out.
My coat will unattune then, that's fine.
Yep. Wayne.
Wayne clearly struggling with everything going on right now. Sort of stumbling around like there's a big, deep internal conflict. Is going to approach and take off their helmet and hand it to Salvar.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need it anymore.
Not if you manage to pull off what you intended to do. I just wanted to say something to you face to face. I wasn't supposed to come back, and I did. You're going away, but it's not saying that you're going to be gone forever. We still have the Kuatoa here. We still have the Leviathan here. If the Kuatoa is willing, we could potentially rebuild that, and we could come and visit you at some point. Maybe back when I'm a bit more
Yourself?
flesh. You hold onto the helmet, though. You might need it to disguise yourself if someone comes a-knocking.
I understand.
It might smell a little bit corpsey. I have to wash it.
God, you're an asshole.
You know, I'm recently relearning that fact about myself.
Oh, I always liked it about you. Ewan.
Love it. That's perfect. Stepping forward.
Can I do one last quick thing when the staff was given over?
Yeah.
Druidcraft, I'll just form a wreath of, like, not any flowers or anything, but just of a simple wreath of plants with a few berries growing off of it, and just hand that to Salvar. Hopefully you'll find a place to put it. And it's like it's the size of the one-on-ones that you'd hang on like a door knocker.
Yeah.
I think I have an idea how I'm going to use this. I mean... Sorry, is there that wine in the Gina, right?
Yeah.
Vineyard. Symbol. I mean, we have this to take care of. We have this to maybe open that as he pulls out the expensive bottle of wine.
We can definitely do that.
Stepping forward,
Stop. On my leg.
Tara comes forward with Rayleigh in her arms. Comes forward to Salvar, strokes your chin, and says, "World's a dick, right?"
Well, actually says it, or...
That's what she says to you.
Says it.
Yeah, she says it out loud when she says the world's a dick, right?
Yeah.
Gonna have to find a new bloody bartender.
Need a new bar for that.
Yeah, well, looks like I'm gonna have to get a lot of new things.
For reference, how much was the party gold?
It's in chat.
I'll hand over my gold as well. That's about 307 there.
Nice.
If we can go through the after session about everything that's been...
Yeah.
The reason I was saying is because I feel like we should leave some with them on account of the fact that gold is gold, and you could put a down payment on that vineyard you were talking about.
That's what the bottle of wine's for.
Well, also,
I'm
Starlight
really
happens
sorry.
to have.
I gotta go.
Go.
Yep, that's okay. See you, Vic.
See ya. Bye.
Starlight happens to have 50 plat, 370 gold, 28 silver, and 14
That's
copper.
fine. We're fine.
So,
Yeah.
Keep your money.
That is when...
I'm just gonna hand Rayleigh some Kenna leaf as well, just so.
Starlight is going to smack Salvar's hand.
Sorry. Sorry. I can't do this voice at the moment.
Yes, all right. And
Has Sally stood up at this point?
Sally hasn't moved.
Okay,
Sally is just
Starlight
sat in the
is
same position.
crying and holding Rayleigh and saying goodbye, and that she's like really proud of Rayleigh and to keep learning her bard spell and do her proud.
Rayleigh gives you a kiss on the head, holds tight, and you see that she takes out a little piece of paper, and you just watch as she crudely does a little sketch on it, which is literally like a stick man of her, and a little kiss next to it, and then writes on there, "Best auntie ever."
Oh.
She squeezes you, and then with her whiteboard, she brings it out, uses that for some script, and says, "Your magic can do anything, and so will mine. I will find you one day."
Starlight gives her a big kiss on the forehead and signs back, "Be sure that you do, little one. I'll look forward to it."
She turns the board over, and on the back of it, you see that she has given it a name. You realise that her magic item she has named. And on the back, you see that she has named it after you. And she has named it... Oh, fuck, where did I put the name? Shit. I thought I remembered it. Oh, that's it. Saralize's Board of Impossible Things.
Paid 50 gold for that, didn't it?
Yeah. She holds you tight. And Tara takes her back, and Tara says, "You know she means it, right? You know she's coming to find you. This isn't goodbye. This is see you later."
Starlize gives Tara a really big hug. Keep her safe for me, okay?
I will. She'll probably keep me safe. As they're all gathered, you see that Soren is down with Sally as they whisper away to each other. She stands up. He stands up. He takes both of you by the hand and he says, "We'll see each other again. You will see them again. I don't know how. You probably shouldn't be able to." Looks up at you, Salvar, and says, "I really do get reborn. And I'm proud of the man that I get to be one day. The new man that grows from me." Farewell. In a beat, Salvar, Saralize, you are pulled away. The room is quiet.
I will be hugging Soren very tightly.
Wayne pipes up, but not with his own voice. As you hear, "Even in death, I can still steal your friends from you."
Do we all hear that?
Yeah, this is Wayne.
But it's as
It is Asana speaking through Wayne as she says, "With time, all of you will fall."
Sorry.
"You've stopped nothing. I will come back, and you will all fall. You will beg that you could have gone with them, away from me. All will suffer. All will burn." At which point, Wayne, you snap back in extreme pain as she finally loses the battle, as she held you only so briefly, but you are able to force her back down.
With that as well, looking at Sally, and then looking at Alos, and then looking at Soren, didn't we have something given to us by the god of war in Arcadia?
Yes. Yes, you've had a couple of things given to you. Which one?
Well, what things were they? I'm trying to think.
You were given the locator to look for the artifact, the one that could destroy her and liberate you. For the blade, the one that affects the consumption.
Yep.
And what was the other one?
Ah, shit, now you're making me remember.
There was the hammer, but I don't think that was one of them given.
No, that was taken. That was really only it, if I remember correctly.
Is Sally still there, or did Sally go with them to
No,
India?
Sally's popped them out. Sally hasn't left yet.
Okay.
With her being so prevalent, I want to do a quick Arcana check.
Yeah.
Still kind of, basically, if she took over me, I'm going to go and, like, open the filing cabinet that is her brain and start throwing shit everywhere. However, in doing that, I want to roll a 27 for Arcana. The spell, Plane Shift,
Yeah.
does the object which you need to use as an anchor go with you? Or is it just you need that to hone the location?
You need that to hone the location.
Okay. If the blade